We welcome you live to the season number 5 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Clash at the USA Speedway. It is officially Thursday night. It's officially Clash night in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League from Lakeland, Florida. And of course, first of all, is the heat race where we will advance 3 non-locked-in drivers to the main event, which is coming up later tonight. So heat race, 40 laps around USA Speedway coming up. Of course, you're going to see all non-playoff drivers or winners from season number 4 in the Cup Series. So that's how you lock yourself in. You got to be a winner and a playoff driver from season 4. Of course, I don't want to say most of the regulars, but a lot of the regulars were that. But a lot of big names are going to be in this heat race, including drivers like Payson Lindsay, of course, didn't make the playoffs or win in the Cup Series last season. So he, of course, has to be in this heat race. Got to finish inside the top 3 to advance to the main event. All right, as we, of course, welcome you live to the broadcast booth, I'm your host, as always, Ethan Trendler. We're going to have 2 drivers in here that are, of course, going to be in the main event. Already locked in, Aiden Donahue and Cameron Chandler. So this should be a pretty fun one tonight for the 40-lap heat race to start us off. All right. Anyways, guys, it's the heat race from USA Speedway to start us off. Obviously, we've never been to USA Speedway in the Cup Series. This is actually the first official race that is going to be run with the Gen 4 car. So what do we really what are our expectations for this heat race? What kind of aggressive racing do we think we're going to see tonight just to try to even make the race?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like you said, new cars, so not too sure what to expect. You just gotta, these guys got to be careful with the front bumpers. Really easy to turn people around like it is, like it was last night in the late models. And yeah, a lot more power though. So hopefully we see more lanes.
Of course, top 3, like I said, advance. Everyone else goes home, and got a good one for you tonight. All right, give us a quick second. Cars are on the racetrack here at USA Speedway. All right. Here we go. We're live from Lakeland, Florida tonight. It is the Cup Series Clash Heat Race warm-up session from USA. Of course, it's 20 minutes compared to the usual 30 that we usually get. Then we got the 65 of Tobin up the racetrack here already. And he's going to already go around in that 65. He's trying to save that race car, of course. If Tobin... Okay, well, I don't know why we have 2. I don't know why Sean Hillquich is here. He's going to be removed because he's already locked in. Yeah, anyways, as they head down the back straightaway here at USA Speedway. In the 3 and 4. So, of course... It's USA Speedway. This is the heat race of, like I said, top 3 drivers going to advance. None of the other positions matter. It doesn't matter if you win the race, of course. It just matters if you finish inside the top 3 and advance. As the 97 heads down the back straightaway, that is rookie. I believe his name is Axel Smith. Yes, it is. All right. Of course, Aiden Donahue returns to the Cup Series. He's going to be joining us in the booth tonight for the heat race. Of course, already locked in to the main event via his win at Darlington last season in the Cup Series. So, Aiden, it's going to be a really fun show out here, trying to advance these top 3. I mean, what kind of chaos do you think we could see once we get down sort of the end of this heat race to try to get these top 3 in?
Well, I'm looking over there at the ticker, and it just keeps growing. More and more people are joining. I didn't think a lot of people would even be here, but we're definitely going to have comers and goers, and the chaos on the restarts and stuff is going to be insane. These bumpers are so small, it's easy to turn someone around, and when they get stacked up in the middle of the pack, there's going to be a big crash tonight. I know it.
Yeah, we have really good people here. We have Sean Rowe, we have Payson also, we have Michael Gregory, who was really strong last season in Xfinity, and there are more people in here, so you know, as Eden was saying, the field is growing and growing, so it's really going to be a ferocious battle to see who is going to make the main event.
Here's the 48 of Jacob Coelho, of course, returning back to the Cup Series this season for Johnson Motorsports. That could be an interesting ride combination with him. Currently second on the board. Tobin goes fastest. Of course, he needs one more clean race in that 65 to be not advanced, but approved for the Cup Series, I should say.
He's been solid so far this week, running up front both iCar races. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do if he can get up to the Cup Series.
Ooh, Jacob Quill way up the racetrack.
I was just about to say that. I was doing my homework and I watched him. He's pretty quiet, but he's pretty fast though. So I'm excited to see where he fares up.
Here comes Logan Giesbrett, unsponsored car on the racetrack, and then you got the 3 of Christopher Lull in that Loves machine, trying to make the Clash. I mean, this is definitely going to be the most drivers that we're going to have in a heat race to try to advance to the Clash ever.
Yeah, so far 15 drivers I'm seeing.
We got basically a full race on our hands, pretty much.
Real quick, unfortunately, Sean Hilquich, yes, he disconnected. All right, so we're good in there. 12 minutes to go in this warm-up session here at USA Speedway. Of course, qualifying coming up next, 2 laps. Just really got to get in that practice here at USA. It's only 40 laps, so a very, very short race. You got to qualify well here at USA Speedway. You want to be up front to try to advance.
Yeah, I'm watching those races this past week and running a few laps myself around here. Man, you do not want to give up that bottom. That bottom is very, very precious. However, if you're trying to pass somebody down there, the guy on the outside can really pin you down, and it's really hard to complete it.
All right. Anyways, sorry about that. Real quick, here's 65 of Tobin, currently second on the board. Andrew Stacy goes top of the board. Now Jacob Quill goes P2, and Tobin goes third. So we're seeing a lot of comers and goers here. And here's Ethan McMillan.
It's just people figuring out the car. Like Michael Gregory is one of my good friends, and this is one of his best cars. But he's one of those drivers that comes into it. He needs a couple laps for it to really click. Same with other people. Like I know Knox Thompson is kind of an underdog tonight. He seems to really figure it out towards the end of races and stuff. So you can watch for him to be there when they all crash on the last lap or something.
Here's the 99 of Payson Lindsay, of course. Obviously, one of the higher profile drivers not locked into the main event tonight.
Yeah, and he definitely should be if it wasn't for all of the incidents he got involved in late last season.
Currently third on the board for
clean
Payson.
year. And like Ethan said, he's third on the board. He just needs to have a clean year. Keep it straight.
Sorry, Aiden. Here's the newest driver at Team Chevy Motor Club, Maddox Spears in the 18. Moving up from the Grand National Series in his rookie season this time. And Christopher Lull for 3 and 4. Do have a lot of rookies in this field, full-time Cup Series rookies. First one is Tobin, then of course got Maddox Spears, Jacob Quayle. So the funny thing is, this is going to be hard this season. We have 2 full-time drivers in the Cup Series. One is named Jacob Quill, one is named Jacob Quayle. I don't really know how that happens.
Oh boy.
So yeah, and they're both in the ETR pipeline also.
Nice.
Andrew Stacy top of the board here. This is a really good lap by Stacy put down.
See, only I can do the slide. He tried it, didn't work.
Here's the 14 of Jacob Quayle. He's currently 6th on the board.
Low exits.
Still yet
Jacob Quill.
Still yet to see Sean Rowe on the racetrack. Of course, he was fast in preseason Thunder.
Oh yeah, Sean Rowe's one of my picks to make it easily.
There he is. All right.
He's definitely going to be one to look out for all season. He's been extremely fast throughout preseason Thunder.
Real quick, guys, let's give maybe our top 3 predictions, even before qualifying, who we think is going to advance.
I'm gonna go with Jacob Quill, Andrew Stacy, and Sean Rowe.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go with Michael Gregory, Sean Rowe, and Payson Lindsay.
All right, I think I'm going to go with Jacob Quill. I'm going to go with Davian Tobin just because how good he's been and currently 4th on the board. And I'll go with Sean Rowe, but I don't know about his practice speed just yet because we haven't seen him on the racetrack.
Well, here he comes. He's on the track right now through turn 2.
For his full time with Ethan Trendler Racing this season, he's going to have his teammate, Davian Tobin, the other 2 ETR cars, Trenton Wilkin, and Sean Hilquich locked into the main event.
This is the guy I'm keeping my eye on. I guarantee you he's going to make it. I think he's going to dominate this.
I mean, but you got to think about, I really do think Jacob Quill could win this one tonight, the heat race. It's going to be tough. I think those two are going to be the ones battling the most, Jacob Quill and Sean Rowe. I mean, obviously,
that's another thing too.
Obviously,
Sorry,
finishing
continue.
1st or 2nd doesn't matter. Like, it just matters if you make the top 3, but still.
Oh yeah. Hey, guys like Michael Gregory, you're on him right now, so to speak. He is very, very good in the long run. So when this thing goes for a while and nothing bad happens and no accidents or whatever, Mikey really understands low exits, and that's what you're gonna need. It's whoever can stay on the bottom the longest out of the corner, I think. Because you wash up, but you're just going to allow that person to go right on your inside. And this car, with this track, the lap times drop very fast. So it's going to be interesting.
Sean Rowe picks his way up into 4th place here, and now top 4, Quill, Stacy, Lindsay, Rowe. So that could be a pretty stacked group. Michael Gregory loose again. He's all the way down in 10th right now.
That's fine.
He's definitely going to be, obviously, a Cup Series rookie, but I really think he could be a strong contender even for the playoffs this season. I know we're going way ahead of ourselves, but still.
You're talking about Sean Rowe?
No, Michael Gregory.
Oh, Gregory? Oh, yeah. Both of them will for sure make it.
We saw last season, Gregory came close to winning multiple Xfinity races, just needed a little bit more luck on the side.
Yeah, of course, he was involved in that photo finish with you, Cameron, and then a bunch of other 2nd place finishes throughout the playoffs. Here's Jacob Quayle. Here's Christopher Lowell. There's Andrew Stacy. And then way up the race, checking the wall goes Maddox Beard. Currently 6th on the board, so not so bad. He's contending. Currently
He was sneaky
16th.
all of last season, too.
Yeah, 16th of the drivers that have run so far is Logan Giesbrecht. And he's 2/10 off 15th, so he's definitely got to pick up some pace here. Yeah, but speaking about Maddox Beard, of course, made what was the Xfinity Series playoffs last season. Made it to the round of 8. Fortunately, got eliminated in that first round. Some bad luck, a crash at Las Vegas. Still made the playoffs for TCMC and got rewarded with a full-time Cup Series opportunity this year. We'll see what he can do with it. Whoa, my goodness, and now he goes around. Maddox Beard wrecks in the back straightaway. Into the wall.
Gotta watch that wheel spin.
Yeah, we'll probably see a lot of that tonight.
Restarts.
Whoa.
Oh man, restarts. And I just want to say that's the beauty of this car. Watching these cars go around this racetrack right now, knowing that this is like the first, I guess, official race of the year with this Gen 4 car, I'm so excited to get the season started.
Yeah, of course. Of course, no points awarded tonight. There actually will, though, be points awarded in less than a week's time for the duels on next Wednesday during Daytona Speed Weeks.
I'm so excited. So excited for that.
And of course, duels new to the Cup Series this season. That's going to be very, very fun. Of course, we're going to split the Cup Series field in half, and then they're going to be doing 2 30-lap duels in Daytona on Wednesday before the Daytona 500. Top 3 all get points. All right. There's Jacob Quill so far top of the board. His teammate, or affiliated teammate, Sean Rowe down to 2nd place. Andrew Stacy 3rd, Payson Lindsay 4th, Tobin 5th. You get Maddox Beard, Jacob Quayle, Christopher Lowell, Michael Gregory, and Smith in 10th place. This is very weird. I know they're different drivers, but Gary Smith drove the 97, last season in the
guess.
Cup Series, and now Axel Smith drives the 97 this season.
It's so funny. I was looking up on the board and I was like, he didn't text me he was racing, and then it wasn't him.
Yeah, completely new rookie for Fat and Friends United.
Oh, what a nice.
Oh,
nice
oh my
name.
God.
Oh boy. Yep.
Ethan McMillan.
Yep.
Ethan McMillan's
Oh,
teammate
that-
Cole Clausen is locked into the clash.
That is one thing I will say that I'm scared with this car is like on short tracks, back with the next gen or Xfinity car or something. Like if someone just drove it in and like bumped you, that's fine. It's not fine anymore. Like if someone goes in there too hard and gets you, you're spinning out 100%.
And once again, there's Payson Lindsay on pit road. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. All right, guys, with just a little bit of time left to go here in this warm-up session, do we have any picks for pole position?
No, I don't. I'm gonna go with Jacob Quill. We saw him get some. I think he got a few poles last season. He seems like a pretty good qualifier, so it's really just gonna be whoever can set a good lap time.
I'm going to be going with Sean Rowe, currently second on the board, but of course went out late. I think he could be really, really good in that 20 car. I think he wins the pole tonight for the heat race.
Yeah, both of y'all picked my first and second, so I'll go with my third. I guess he's third on the board. Payson Lindsay, he can really sneak in a really fast lap.
Got a big crash. They cleared themselves. And now on the racetrack, final driver to go on the track with under 2 minutes to go is Brandon Pfeiffer, 40, first full-time year for Giesbert Racing Management. Giesbert Racing Management they really didn't have a good year. They didn't have a lot of speed last season and doesn't look so good starting off. They're currently 14th, 16th, and 17th. So bottom four, they hold 3 of those spots. Not the best start for that organization.
And I don't want to go have anything that no rock unturned here, but look how close the top 2 are.
I know. My goodness. And obviously, once again, just matters. I mean, a win does matter, but just matters for the top 3 who advances.
Yeah. Winning means everything, man. It doesn't matter if it's an exhibition race or a heat race to get into the exhibition race. It don't matter. Win's a win, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but would we, like, I don't know if somebody, if they're second, would they risk it? Like, if like, third and fourth are right behind them, making an aggressive move for the win?
Payson Lindsay would.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. I mean, like, it depends on who. It depends. It depends on who I'm racing. I'll say that. Depends on who I'm racing. If I know I can go into the third turn really hard, and we can race side by side with the checkered flag, yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. But if I know we can't do that, then no, I'm not gonna go in there and try and wreck somebody.
Of course, 3 of these guys going to join all your regular Cup Series stars and winners and playoff drivers from last season in the main event. All right, that'll just about do it in the warm-up session. Jacob Quill is fastest here at USA, but Sean Rowe is not far behind. Neither is Payson Lindsay. Top 4 separated by less than 10th per second with Andrew Stacy very impressively in 4th. All right, here we go. Qualifying time, 2 laps to do it at USA Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. Got to be in the top 3 to advance. Any other position doesn't matter. You're going home. All right.
Got it. Keep it on the bottom. Do not let it wash up off the bottom.
We'll see if we get improvements on lap 2. Or just maybe it's one and done for the best laps. Here we go. Qualifying at USA for the Clash Heat Race. There's Landon Johnson. There's Ethan McMillan. And here is Andrew Stacy, was 4th on the board, going quick, and he heads down the front stretch to start his first lap. Here comes Jacob Quill, top of the board in practice. There's the 08 of Knox Thompson. The 5, that's Michael Gregory. And here comes Landon Johnson to the line to start his lap. Across the line goes Christopher Lowell. There is Logan Giesbret. Here comes Stacy sliding his way down the front straightaway. So, of course, he picks up his first lap. We'll see if you can improve on lap 2. He heads down the backstretch. Tobin top of the board. And here comes Christopher Lowe in the 3 across the line. McMillan goes 3rd. Here's Ethan McMillan down the back straightaway. Andrew Stacy, don't believe he didn't improve on lap 2. So far, nobody improving on that 2nd lap time. And Jacob Quill, top of the board.
Yeah, look how low he is.
Yeah, I was watching that lap. He was an absolute heater. Let's see if he can go faster.
They're 3 and 4.
Right on the bottom. Beautiful.
Whoa, he slides. Across the line he goes. And he does go faster. Wow.
Wow.
By over 1/10 here, but Sean Rowe is going to be hot on his tail, I think, in that 20 car.
Watch 3 and 4 right here. Right on the yellow line, all the way around. Look at that.
Picks up the throttle, and he comes across the line. I don't know if he's starting a lap or not. No, he's setting one, I think. No, he was setting one. All right, but he's still over a 10th down on Jacob Quill. Man, what a lap by the 48.
Oh, yeah.
It's Payson Lindsay. Here comes the 20. Across the line goes, he slides. Across the line, though, goes Sean Rowe in the 20 machine. And ticker takes a minute to update. He does improve, but yes, still 10th down. Schematic Spirit. CJ Urban didn't get any laps in practice. And Payson Lindsay is 3rd. Beats Tobin and Stacy. Good lap by the 99. Here's Brandon Pfeiffer on the track. Michael Gregory all the way down in 10th.
I've just been having issues. He's been popping in and out of the session. Looks like he finally got it fixed now, but hopefully it can stay for him. Whoa. Not a good lap at all, though.
Yeah. Here's Maddox Beard 3 and 4. Was pretty decent and but now he's way up the racetrack.
Setting a lap. Setting up.
And he's going to come across the line. About 1 minute and 40-something seconds to go so he can set laps. Maddox Beard is 13th on lap 1. We'll see if lap 2 brings improvements. It should. It's down the back stretch goes Smith. Pfeiffer up to 11th. Not a bad lap time by McMillan up in 7th.
Cam, I don't know about you, but that lap by the 48 looked pretty good, man.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely going to be one to watch out for if he can make it to the future.
Axel Smith, 13th on lap 1 as he heads down the backstretch of 3 and 4. There's Erdman. He comes across the line. CJ Erdman is going to qualify 11th currently. Here comes Axel Smith across the line. Was 13th on his opening lap here at USA. On lap 2, he goes up to 10th. Good improvement. Rodriguez electing not to qualify here, so we're going to have 17 starters, 3 spots available, no one else on the racetrack. That should mean Jacob Quill going to be on pole here at USA Speedway for the Clash Heat Race. That is a great start. It'll be Sean Rowe starting to his outside. And how about Payson Lindsay in 3rd? Definitely going to be I don't think Payson expected this much competition, though, to even try to make it inside the top 3. But that's the reality of this. So many good drivers not locked in. All right. So just clicking down the seconds. Nobody on the racetrack. That means, of course, Quill going to be on pole for Johnson Motorsports. His team owner, Landon Johnson, unfortunately going to start all the way down to 16th here. So got a lot of work to do.
Because I suck at short tracks, buddy.
Wow. Forgot you were in
Yeah,
the
let's
booth.
get it together, Landon.
Well, I just give my teammate the better car, so.
All right. Anyways,
So
here,
we're gonna be joining Ethan in the booth for the feature, probably.
never say never. I mean, I'm just gonna say this now. There could be some crazy chaos at the front of the field that changes things up here. You never know.
I'm just gonna wall ride the whole time.
That's.
Oh, okay. I mean, Landon, we do have Payson Lindsay starting in the 2nd row on the inside, so
It's true.
you never know what that guy's gonna do.
And Payson just got a stray.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Maybe
And we're live here from USA Speedway for the 40-lap heat race to advance 3 drivers into the main event. Top 3 finishers in this one. Who are they going to be? Cameron Chandler, why don't you run us through the top 10?
Yeah, I mean, we got Jacob Quill, who just said over the radio, "Where's my 8 wide race?" And he's going to be on the pole. And to his outside is Sean Rowe. Payson Lindsay and Donovan Tobin. I mean, yeah, something like that. I butchered that. Andrew Stacy and Knox Thompson. How about Knox Thompson starting second? What a, I mean, not second, starting sixth. What a qualifying from him. Ethan McMiller. Jesus Christ, someone take over.
Anyways,
Dude,
I got Cole
somebody continue it, man.
I got Cole Wilson. He's messaging me some nonsense. And I mean, my brain is just completely rotted thanks to Cole Wilson.
Oh, Cameron, you want me to do it for you, bro?
Yeah, please.
Where are we at?
I don't even know. Ethan McMillan.
Max
Starting
Millen.
we got- Starting P8, we got Christopher Lowell. Way ahead of me, like normal. P9, Maddox Beard. Then Axel Smith, your top 10.
all right.
Professional. Landon Johnson starting 43rd.
And Cole Wilson has sent me a snap that says yes now. Yeah, Cole Wilson. Can we just disqualify him from the feature?
I don't know. We might have to.
But,
Never know.
are we doing the pit road
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay, I thought that was gone.
Can we do an invert with like man? Can we do an invert with like 5 to go?
All right, so they will come, of course, down to check pit road speed in their pit boxes as usual here at USA. Hopefully, Payson Lindsay doesn't hit the pit barrel. So obviously, obviously, no required pit stops in this race tonight.
Well, there's going to be crashing, so.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, everyone's going to be going for it. If you're starting like down, look at Michael Gregory. That was not a very good lap for him, so, unfortunately. Starting in 13th, he's got a lot of work to do. You got to make up 10 positions here just to advance.
Yeah, and that's the issue with this track. You only have 40 laps that far back. I don't, even if you're good at tire saving, I don't know if that's enough time. You got to hope that you go green all the way.
We will see.
Or you just pass 4 cars and then the next 5 wreck.
Yeah, you got to pray Payson Lindsay takes it 3 wide into turn number 1.
On lap 1.
We come to 1 to go in the heat race. Of course, these Lakeland, Florida fans from USA Speedway have been treated to an absolute, really, really good packed week of racing so far. And this is the main event. Well, not the main event yet, but the main event, but the heat race for the main event, I should say. 40 laps to advance 3 drivers to the clash. Who will they be? A stout field to go. 17 drivers. 3 will advance, and 14 will go home. Here we go.
Check your watches. Check your watches. Check your clocks. It's showtime. Let's do this.
Yes, it is. Here we go. Pace car is in. This is the Clash Heat Race. 40 laps. Jacob Will, Sean Rowe on the front row. And the heat race is underway from USA Speedway.
Remember wheel spin, guys.
Down the backstretch to go. Jacob Quill clear away from the race lead. Second goes Sean Rowe. Third into the final transfer spot is Payson Lindsay. Look at Ethan McMillan at the bottom. Oh, way up the racetrack. Andrew Stacy got really loose, as they haven't made it this far in any race this week, and now they do. They will complete lap 1. Heading down into 1 and 2, Quill continues to lead. Side-by-side action behind here. Andrew Stacy losing multiple spots. He's door-to-door with Maddox Beard down the backstretch of 3 and 4.
Careful, man. Careful.
Oh!
We got issues in the back.
Oh,
2 cars
boy.
go around.
Rodriguez involved, and Giesbrecht, teammates. Caution is out. First time on lap 2. And it's the 2 Giesbrecht Racing Management cars in the back. Oh, and it looks like they wrecked each other. Oh, that's one hell of a teammate.
Oh.
Team owner, I should say.
No.
Buddy,
Team
throttle
owner.
up.
That is a steam owner, by the way. Giesbrecht owns the 22 car. Or not, it shouldn't be the 00.
Must have said something funny in DC.
I don't know what. I don't know. Just
Yeah, we're
just
like
leave him out.
we're chuckling, but they're probably fuming right now.
and they're pitting with each other now. I don't know what kind of team orders that is, but okay. All right. I mean, they currently occupy the, once again, 3 of the 4 bottom spots, unfortunately, for that team.
Ethan Trindler, for Daytona, I'm going to require a booster seat. I cannot see over the steering wheel.
Wow. All right. I'll get that ordered right away.
That's got to be some form of illegal modification or something.
No,
that can't be.
I'm 5'6". I can't see over the wheel.
All right. So
I'm like the Tyler Reddick of FedEx.
I was gonna say, isn't Tyler Reddick like 5'2"?
Yeah.
2 to go to We Go Green. Of course, next time by will be the Choose, returning for another season. Of course, Season 3 was his first full year of action, Season 4, I should say. A really, really good addition to all the series in FedEx and iCar, I would say so myself. All right. Really good. How about Ethan McMillan? We got to give him a shout out real quick. All the way up to 5th place. Man, he got a great start. He's running impressively in P5. Tobin in 4th. Peyton Lindsay finally, of course, holds the final transfer spot in 3rd.
Calm down, Ethan. We're only 5 laps in, son.
I know. Come to the Choose. Quill goes low. Outside goes Rowe. 2nd row, Peyton Lindsay. Tobin, 3 cars follow in line. That's going to give the 2nd row to Knox Thompson. How about that? All right. Hopefully they don't, Giesbrecht and Rodriguez don't wreck each other for last again. The teammates, the team owner, I should say, for Giesbrecht. I mean, I've never seen somebody wreck their own car like that, but okay.
Yeah, buddy just really throttled up.
I know what you gotta do.
All right, here we go. Gonna restart lap 7 at USA. Pace cars in. It's Jacob Quill, Sean Rowe, back to lead this field to the green. Back underway. And Rowe not a great start on the outside. He's gonna have Peyton Lindsay challenging him for 2nd down to the inside. As he got Knox Thompson to P4 in his car up the racetrack 3 wide for a minute as they head down the backstretch back there.
What a save.
Lindsay still, oh my, what are they doing?
They're still wrecking each other.
Keep it green.
Green still.
I don't really know what's going on back there, to be honest. Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah, they
Knox.
got him loose.
Oh, caution.
Oh, yellow.
Pfeiffer's destroyed.
Oh, another Giesbrecht car.
No, he's fine. He did. Why'd you say this? Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
What are we?
Yeah. We just got drove through.
Giesbrecht might have their own hit list now.
That's all 3 of their cars have been the ones causing the cautions tonight, by the way. I don't know what's going on. Just drove through him. What? My God, I can't. What is going on? I mean, they've been completely nice and clean and green up front. And then you got the Giesbrecht cars just turning people back there and turning themselves. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
Yeah, clearly. Wow, oh my God.
It's too dangerous back here, bro.
And now they're all pitting together, besides their team owner. All right, so Giesbrecht Racing Management definitely getting their name out there in one way.
That's a way to do it.
I'm hearing now that Jacob Quill, if he advances, he might not be racing because he has to do homework.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's my guy.
And I might have... Sean Rose said something too. I'm not sure if he said like the same or I don't know what he said.
Imagine having school tomorrow, guys.
What do you mean?
Going to Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Not choosing
I'm
yet.
going to work.
We got fresh tires. We're gonna go through the field, boys.
You actually kind of are. It really interests me how many people chose the bottom last time.
I know. That really gave a great advantage to Knox Thompson. He now can line up in
Yeah.
4th.
So how would this work? So say Quill and Rowe leave. Would that mean 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Well, that would be a
Basically,
little
would
annoying.
lock in.
I don't
Okay,
know.
now say it finishes the way it is now, but Quill and Rowe can't race. So would you give it then to Lindsay, Thompson, and Rowe?
I don't know what happened to Rowe here. He just blinked out. What that was. All right. Gonna get his spot back. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
All right. Blinked out for a second, I thought. And then, yeah. So I don't know what would go on there.
Yeah, I think he was called the next man out.
Well, if they don't show up
Yeah,
to the
that's
heat
right.
race, or the main event, I should say, then we would.
Okay.
We can't just
Alright,
call,
cool,
like, I
that's
don't
fair.
know. Well, anyways, we got to race to the side. Here we go. Pace car's in again. Rodriguez, the only car now, I believe, out of this race, and we're back to green. Good restart for Jacob Quill. He clears Sean Rowe. Rowe's going to clear Pace and Lindsay. They're side by side down. Oh!
Goes around.
What a save! Wow.
Oh.
Why is the caution out? Actually, why? That's pathetic, iRacing.
You're screwing me, Case.
That is actually really dumb. We saw what happened. They don't need a replay. Why is
Make
the
it a
caution?
quickie.
Yes.
Make it a quick yellow.
Yeah, this race control has already called down. This yellow will be shortened.
I don't know why that was a caution there. That was terrible. I don't know what. Okay. And the thing is, they didn't
Why did I
throw
just get wrecked again? I just got wrecked under caution. By the 40.
what?
Isn't that the second time?
Yeah.
What is? Oh, he blinks and then.
He blinked out. He probably didn't see you.
Uh-oh.
I think
He's getting drove through. Where is he?
My God, back at half of the field, they are. I don't even know at this point. Yeah, Piper is actually, I believe, out of the race, so I don't know what happened to him.
At least
Okay,
my
yeah.
tires are scuffed.
Hey, we're approaching halfway in this race. I know it's been mostly under yellow, but look who's in 8th.
Michael Gregory.
He is a second half driver.
Choose. All right.
Hey, for next year's clash, can we not go to a short track?
Where do you suggest we go then?
Daytona.
Daytona,
That's
yeah.
boring.
Daytona. Especially if we're running the Gen 4, bro.
Daytona.
Like,
road
you want to have
course.
the right. No.
Okay, how about Clash at Old Daytona next season?
Yeah. Do you want to run the old Gen 4?
That's
just a Gen 4.
that's season 6. I don't even know.
Well,
We got a
Be on
whole
the schedule.
whole year to go.
let me build the schedule, bro. Let me build it.
All right, let's try this again. Lap 17. Let's get back underway. It's chaotic heat race like we expected. Rowe actually keeping it even on Jacob Quill as they head back into 1 and 2, but now Quill will clear on the bottom.
I think
On
you
the
gotta
way
be at
down
least
back.
half a car with half a car with any effect. The bottom's just so good around here.
Side by side, Michael Gregory and Maddox Beard. What is for 7th place? And my goodness, a couple cars hit the wall. There is CJ Urban in the 94 getting a little bit loose. Got Axel Smith in the 97 running back there. Contact between Christopher Lowell and Urban. They both hang on to it. It's such a madhouse back here. Everyone obviously way out of a transfer
Look at
spot.
Rowe.
Oh,
Goes to the inside.
here we go for the lead. Side by side between Sean Rowe and Jacob Quill.
This is what Pace and Lindsay and company are really looking forward to seeing as these two race side by side. Sean Rowe's gonna have a really rough time making this pass.
Door to door, heading back down the front straightaway. Almost a little bit of contact.
Ooh, they definitely hit there.
Lindsay back there running in 3rd, final transfer spot. Then he got Tobin, first one out of the transfer. You're halfway through at the USA Speedway heat race. The clash. This one's going to go by very quickly. we continue to stay under green. Side by side still, look at Sean Rowe powering his way to the bottom and clearing for the race lead.
Oh man, wow.
Now Quill on his bumper once again, back through 3 and 4. Oh, Rose slides up the racetrack a little bit. Quill, he gets there. Lindsay Stout there in line in 3rd. They get Tobin, Andrew Stacy lined up 4th and 5th. Up the racetrack, look at Pace and Lindsay. Here comes Tobin. Battle for the final transfer spot.
Be careful.
Work.
You gotta be careful. You cannot let off the yellow line.
Down into 1 and 2 they go. 18 now laps to go for the heat race. Top 5 have separated themselves. Then you got Max Thompson all the way back here in the 08, Maddox Beard, Michael Gregory, Jacob Quill, and Christopher Lowell around here at top 10. Of course, like we said all day long, only spots that matter are the top 3. Everyone else goes home. Genre once again down the backstretch through 3 and 4. Oh, he's a little bit loose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, contact. That was dip. They hit there.
Here comes Lindsay. Looking at the inside and down the bumper.
Locked up the brakes.
Someone's gonna get the bumper, man. I don't know who it is. Someone's gonna get it.
Here comes Tobin.
It's a new spot.
Tobin, of course, still needs to have a clean race to be approved for the Cup Series officially. We'll see what he can do back there.
He needs to not go too crazy on Pace and Lindsay because he has Andrew Stacy behind him.
Top 5, look at them, nose to tail. With 15 laps to go. Jacob Quill now trying to re-chase down your leader, Sean Rowe. Everyone battling for a spot in the main event.
Here comes Tobin looking on Pace.
Yeah, I think Payson needs to really look out here because Tobin's there. I don't know how long it's going to take, but he might get the bumper to him.
Yeah, battle for 3rd, battle for the final transfer spot. That's going to be probably the most heated battle once this race gets down to the final 10 or so laps. Andrew Stacy back there to try to pounce. These 5 have just pulled away. And Tobin's on his bumper. He's all over the rear bumper of the 99. He is going for it.
Yeah, good Tobin. It's now, like, you only have 13 laps, so, like, this is it.
Looking a little bit further back, it's still Knox Thompson there. Oh, Michael Gregory, a big, big moment, saves the race car. Almost had a moment to go around. He currently runs 8th. Up to 11 to go at USA for the heat race. Now, 65 has dropped back a little bit more to Andrew Stacy, falling off the pace to Pace and Lindsay. And Lindsay almost catching Jacob Quill here for 2nd.
I think Payson really decided to pick it up there. Just go all out for these last 10. Let's see if the 65 can catch up to him.
Here's Sean Rowe in the 20s. Wait, once again, putting on a nice show. Of course, he got beat big time in qualifying by Jacob Quill, but then the long run pace seems to be his friend. These drivers continue to fall back, led by Knox Thompson. Having a really impressive day, though, in 6th. We got a battle here between Ethan McMillan and Christopher Lowell for 10th place. Obviously does not matter. Oh, Michael Gregory, a huge moment out of the 5 car.
Digging, man.
He's gonna need a caution, though, obviously.
Yeah. Dude, we get a caution right now. Oh, man.
I know. Jacob Quill now falling into the clutches of Pace and Lindsay, and Sean Rowe putting on now an 8-10 second lead with 7 laps to go.
Well, listen, if he's getting put into the clutches of Pace and Lindsay, you'd rather let him pass or fight as hard as you can, because if that battle takes too long, he's going to get passed by the 65.
Tobin back here waiting patiently. How much more patience is in the 65 machine? Andrew Stacy as well. And this continues
You
now
never
a
know.
second lead for Sean Rowe.
You never know. You get in there, you pace and Lindsay, you get in there a little too hard and wash up, and then bam, now you got Tobin and Stacy going right by you both.
Don't let that happen for if you're one of these top 3 drivers right now that are currently in a position to advance. Sean Rowe just trying to pull away. Jacob Quill, Payson Lindsay back here, 2nd and 3rd. Coming to 4 to go. These guys back here are just preying on a caution. Oh, we might get one! Around!
We're gonna get one.
Did
Ethan,
he
you jinxed it.
No caution, no.
No, they saved
Oh!
Oh, hang on to it, buddy. She got horsepower now. She ain't the next gen. You gotta really control that throttle.
2 rookies here
You
side by
almost spoke it
side.
into existence.
I know. My God. That could have been really, really bad.
Man, and you got other cars. Maddox Beard sliding off the turn 4. Everyone's out of control.
I mean, tires, it's a hot day at USA Speedway. Oh, and a big moment for Tobin off corner exit. We're coming to 2 to go. Tobin, the first car out of the top 3 transfer spots.
You're pacing Lindsay. You're just, please let this end.
Sean Rowe, 2 laps to go to finish this one up for the heat race.
Man, look at that. He was right on the yellow line, man.
Obviously now or never. For a caution to come out, looks like it's not. White flag in the air. One more time around for Sean Rowe and the other top 3 transfer drivers. He has just pulled away into 2nd. Now Jake Quill, 3rd. Payson Lindsay's. They head back to 1 and 2 for the final time and down the back straightaway. Down for 2nd. Don't think Payson, I wouldn't try anything stupid. He is not. Through 3 and 4 they go to the checkered flag. Sean Rowe gonna win the heat race to advance. And 2nd will be Jacob Quill. 3rd, Payson Lindsay. They both advance as well. And the first driver out going to be Davin Tobin. A hard-fought effort from him. And he, of course, will now be approved for the Cup Series in season number 5. And your winner, here he is, Jacob Quill. He wins it at USA.
Jacob Quill did not win.
What am I saying? Sean Rowe.
Sean Rowe and Jacob Quill just said they're not keeping their spot.
Oh.
So Tobin and Stacy made it.
All right, so yeah, due to I don't know, due to the 20 car and the 48 car officially being banned, those numbers are banned from the clash tonight. That means Payson Lindsay, Davin Tobin, and Andrew Stacy are going to advance. I believe. We're just getting confirmation. Sean Rowe does win the heat.
Regardless of the post-race controversy or whatever's going on, I feel like that race was pretty good for what it was. And very quick, but nonetheless, it's still, I enjoyed it. I mean, it looked like you could come up through the pack. It looked like you could fall back really easy. So 100 laps, that sounds like fun.
Yes, it does. Of course, the clash main event coming up shortly. We just got to get a couple of confirmations here what's going on. All right. Okay. Anyways, so we'll have some post-race interviews coming up in a minute. Cameron, did we get any official confirmation?
But I wasn't talking to him.
Oh, I thought. Never mind. All right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna bring Sean Rowe into here. Who wants to do the interview?
Yeah, you got that.
Wow, we gotta do something else.
Well, do your job.
Oh.
Landon Johnson, do you want to interview him?
Me?
What?
No.
Oh. Aiden Donahue?
Your driver.
I just want to ask him. I just want to ask him one question. It's not interview related at all.
All right. I guess I'll do it then while doing what I have to do. Sean Rowe, you pick up a victory here in the heat race. Unfortunately, it sounds like for whatever reason you're not going to be in the main event. Is that true?
Yeah, post race they found some tampering with the car that the team did, and they didn't like how it looked, so I got ejected from the track for the night.
All right. So obviously, very, very unfortunate news
ETR
there.
always cheating.
Shut up, Cole Wilson. Anyways, obviously very unfortunate news, but still really good speed in this race. You won it, of course. Is that just a good confidence boost, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of put BTA on the field, I guess. I had a huge lead there, but track was really fun. A big confidence boost for the season since I haven't run the Gen 4 too much, so to come in here, even though it's a heat race, not the feature, but still, you know, get that big of a lead and win. That was pretty good.
All right, Aiden, if you want to ask your question.
Man, I was looking forward to racing with you tonight, man. What happened? What's going on? Why they fail your car, bro? Why they fail your car?
So they didn't like the ride heights on the car.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that totally existed in iRacing right now. But
Yep.
you know, I also heard the driver is a little sleepy, so he might have
Gotcha.
you know, he might have to go take a quick rest at the motel across the street. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
All right, well, of course, Sean, sorry about the unfortunate disqualification, but we'll see you in Daytona next week.
See you in Daytona, man.
And that was Sean Rowe. All right, guys, obviously really, really fun heat, but of course, top two disqualified for issues. Unfortunately, they're both from the ETR stable, but we did get another car in Tobin. Anyways, yeah, big news here. What are your guys' thoughts on that with Tobin, Lindsay, Tobin, and Stacy advancing?
Yeah, definitely for our sake, Aiden, I'm sure you're feeling a little bit better about this race not having Rowe and Quill in there. They were really fast in that heat.
Man, what you talking about? I wanted them in there. I wanted to race them.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
fine though.
those are
Hey.
definitely two guys who is gonna have a good chance to win the race, and it sucks to see them go, but
Yeah.
I guess next three up.
All right.
Watch out for that Tobin rookie, man. He's something. I don't know. He's just there. He's just there. I'm telling you.
Cole Wilson, stop calling me.
Anyways,
Huh?
I believe what. Real quick, gotta put the announcement out.
Can we get this lobby up, Ethan Trundler? I don't want to go to bed too late.
Like, we
Yeah,
have
okay, I was
to.
gonna say, can we go drive
Fabulous.
now?
Yes. And I gotta.
Yeah, Ethan
I gotta-
Chandler for yes.
I gotta set it. Hang on. Give me a minute.
Yeah, let's get on the hop.
Wow. Anyways,
Get on the hop.
let's set it to good time real quick. We gotta put the announcement out. But yeah, definitely unfortunate though. Not gonna see Rowe and Quill in this race. Cameron, though, why were you so scared about that?
Oh,
I didn't say I was scared. I just said that there were some fast
Damn.
guys.
scared of
Dude.
ETR, bro.
Oh
Scared of
man,
I scared of ETR.
Cameron, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean-
You did come off a little scary sounding because you were like, "Oh, Aiden, I bet you're relieved that they're not racing."
No, I mean, Cole Wilson, your number's getting blocked. But no, I mean that's just less competition, you know. Those guys, you know, they're gonna be competing for the win, so there's less guys you got to try to go out there and beat.
Bring on the comp, bro. Bring it
Do
on.
they
Full
do
fold.
the Clash guys have to start in the last, or do they get to qualify?
No, they get to qualify.
Unrealistic.
But what? Okay.
What?
Bro, Cole, we're running the Gen 4 car in 2025. What is realistic about this league, bro? Nothing. It's meant to be creative.
Mm.
Cole Wilson doesn't really care.
Yeah, Cole
Can
Wilson.
we get the lobby up, driver?
It's going up in 1 minute.
He's not a driver.
I mean, he was
He's a
for half
kart
a lap.
driver.
Okay,
yeah,
enough.
sorry, driver.
Funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ethan Schindler is
took
the
the
only
stream
person.
down.
Ethan Schindler is the worst iCar driver in history. The only person to fail to
lap.
complete a single lap after starting the race.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's enough.
Wait, you didn't complete lap 1?
No, it wasn't my fault.
No, he
He forgot. Yes.
He was like dead last and still somehow got involved in the wreck.
What track?
It was
Charlotte.
On bro, Charlotte?
Off
My
of
man
turn
was
number
dead.
Took down
4.
the stream.
I mean, it could have been as bad as that that Xfinity New Atlanta live stream we
Okay.
did.
All
We
right.
lost control in the
Okay.
middle of the racetrack at New Atlanta and had some grown 50-year-old man with kids yelling at him. It was pretty funny.
Yo.
All
Love how we're
right.
just live right now.
All right. Anyways,
Hi,
the
chat.
race is going up right now. If iRacing, there we go. All
Okay,
right.
now.
Yeah. Okay, Cole Wilson. Anyways, we are ready to go. Stay tuned. The main event, of course, now it's going to be Pace and Lindsay. Of course, the top two being disqualified. Sean Rowe and Jacob Will. Really unfortunate. They're going to be really fast, but unfortunately, illegal things in their car. Next time we'll see them is in Daytona and during Speed Weeks next week. Of course, Pace and Lindsay, Davian Tobin, and Andrew Stacy all going to advance to the main event because of this. All right. Main event's coming up. Stay tuned here at USA Speedway.
Ethan, make legal cars.
Nice try.
Can't do
Actually,
that.
Landon, you were responsible for the 48 car, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, that's your team.
Cameron.
Oh,
Aiden.
I just paid you $100 to cheat it up this week, bro.
Bro, it's a Gen
Whoa,
5
so you're
race.
taking bribes?
No, not what, huh?
Yeah, unbelievable.
You see how chill Ethan Schindler is about his whole team being DQ'd? If this was any other team, he would have been all over this story.
Okay. Anyways,
Bro said, okay, anyways.
Yeah, trying to sweep it all under the rug. We're on to you, Ethan.
Doesn't matter that it's not a real race.
He's a Italian mafia, bro.
all right. Nice.
He sweeps stuff under the rug all the time.
Good try.
Forget about it.
All right. If iRacing ever wants to actually wants to work, we'll be up here in a minute for the main
Yeah,
event.
what are we doing, Ethan?
It's not my fault. It's iRacing. There we go. We're up. All right.
Or is it because you're on a laptop?
No.
What?
Shots
Yay!
fired.
Not my
You're on a
PC,
laptop,
nice try.
right?
No, my PC.
I hate
nice
this
try.
game!
Okay.
Everything ruined again.
All right.
Team,
Okay.
throw a caution! No!
Bro, let's go. Gen 4 racing.
What did I do? What the heck? Honestly, what the heck?
Alright. I'm going on track now.
You idiot!
All right.
Does that sound familiar, Ethan?
No, it doesn't. Anyways, here we go. It's the Clash
All right.
main event. Unfortunately, because of their disqualification, Sean Rowe and Jacob Will will not advance to the main event. That moves the next two up behind. Well, Pace and Lindsay Reddy was advancing no matter what. That, of course, moves up Tobin and Andrew Stacy. Those two, all three of those guys were really quick. They were inside. They were right on the bumper of the 20 and the 48. So those are definitely three good drivers to move up with all this. All right. All right, here we go from USA Speedway tonight. This is the Clash main event. The heat race is over, cars on the racetrack. Here we go, the main event from USA Speedway tonight. And all your NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series stars is going to be on track, and we'll have Brody Webster joining us in the booth later tonight for the race.
Oh, I'm not good enough for you?
You are, but Brody Webster wants to join as well. And here's the 7, Matthew White, on the racetrack, heading through 3 and 4. Here's Andrew Stacy, of course, with the disqualification of Rowe and Quill. He will advance to the main event. There's the 82, Aiden Donahue. Cameron Chandler, our booth guest from the heat race. Here we go. Of course, we saw a lot of rookies in the heat race. We're only rookie we're gonna see tonight is Tobin. Of course, he advanced. Other than that, nobody. Everyone a veteran, everyone a winner mostly, and everyone a playoff driver. And we gonna have 4 champions in here tonight of the NASCAR iRacing. I know. Actually, we're gonna have what? Between the Cup and Grand National Series, we're gonna have every single champion involved here. That's crazy. We're gonna have Matthew White, Cole Clausen. Actually, I lied. We're not gonna have Dylan Banks. He's the only one. And here is your Daytona Here is your Daytona 500 winner from last season and defending Grand National Series champion Cole Wilson on the track in the 22. He's gonna be part-time this year, once again full-time in Grand National. No round goes Jacob Malone, of course. He advanced to the Clash via his win at Michigan last season. Here's Trenton Wilkin, made the playoffs last year. Of course, that's how he advances.
Aiden Donahue already going top of the board.
Yes, he is. He's going to be a hot contender tonight. Bump there for, oh my God! And getting just run into it now is the 12 of Trenton Wilkin. Here's the 7. That's Matthew White, currently 3rd, as he heads down the back straightaway. Here comes Connor Havrilla, of course, back for his 3rd full-time year. Made the playoffs last season, got eliminated though in the round of 12. Back here for Clear High Racing once again. Here's Sean Hilquich, another driver that made the Cup Series playoffs last year. And here is the 9 of Bryce Benton. Obviously also made the playoffs, but probably should have won a lot of races last year also. Just unfortunate circumstances. Just never really let him win, I feel like. And he heads down the back straightaway, currently 3rd. 2nd is Matthew White. Top of the board, Aiden Donahue. All right, here's the 8 car of Cameron Chandler now on the bumper of Cole Clausen. You got a spinner. Driver that just advanced, of course, to the main event via the heat race is the 96 of Andrew Stacy. Oh, and he's nearly going to collect Aiden Donahue. That was close. A little bit too close for comfort. Here's Matthew White in the 7 once again. All right. All right, Landon Johnson, of course, you're on the racetrack here tonight already in the heat race. Unfortunately, you do not advance to the main event tonight, but what was the feeling on the racetrack, and ultimately, what do we kind of expect to see here tonight?
Well, it's going to be a lot of tire saving. Tires are burning off really fast here. But that was also, the sun was a lot more out. But it's going to be a lot of bumper to bumper. And the restarts are going to be wild, as we saw in the heat race.
Yeah, for sure. Here is Cameron Chandler. He got around Aiden Donahue, so he's looking pretty quickly. Looking pretty quick, I should say. All right. So, of course, Donahue, like I mentioned earlier, locked in because of his win in the Southern 500 last season. On around goes Cole Foster in the 71. Into the wall now goes Andrew Stacy in that 96 machine. Here's the 12th Trenton Wilkin as well. All right. Anyways, here comes Wilkin and the 12 back on the racetrack. Here's Aiden Donahue. Oh, we got a crash. Around goes Cameron Chandler, Cole Wilson. They both slammed the wall. Oh, we got a car riding on top of each other. I know. Oh, my God. A big pile up on the back straightaway here at USA. Man. That's wild. Here's Jacob Malone, currently 5th down the backstretch in the 3 and 4. Malone, of course, full-time for ETR this year in the Grand National Series. Of course, he's locked into the clash, so he's deciding, he got offered a part-time start, he's deciding to take it here in the clash.
I feel like the top 5 is kind of expected of the drivers. Donahue, Mint, Malloy, Cameron, and Jacob.
Oh, yeah, and then Andrew Stacy, he's been really impressive, though, today in P6, even now in the main event. White, I think, on top of the board for a minute. Donahue retakes that spot, so it's going to be a stout race. It's going to be a stout season all year long with those guys. Here's Donahue down the back straightaway now, clean air, back into 3 and 4.
I guess none of my guys want to run the clash.
I don't know where John Butler is. His spotter decided not to show up, so I guess he's not going to come. I don't know where William Reagan is either.
It's not worth points. You just gotta be ready for Wednesday.
Yep, of course, that's the first points showing that we'll see in the league this season. Actually, it's technically not the IndyCar Series, but for the Cup Series on Wednesday, not the heat races, what am I saying? The duels. Here is Donahue back in the 3 and 4.
Lindsay up to 4th on the board.
Wow, that's pretty good for Lindsay. Obviously, they didn't set the top 3 anyways before the disqualification of Sean Rowe and Jacob Quill. He's in the wall again.
He's in the wall.
Not exactly sure where Braden Hunsicker is either, or Ashton Miller. Also missing Connor Asbell.
Probably doing some illegal testing for next week.
Maybe, I don't know. Obviously, next week is the main show. This is just not for points. It's basically just for fun and glory, clash. But still could be some good testing time for these drivers, these short tracks with this brand new Gen 4 car. All right, here is Bryce Benson, currently 3rd on the board. Look at this top 7. They are separated by less than 1/10 of a second. I mean, that is crazy. This is obviously the clash for a reason. Only the best of the best in this race.
I mean, the whole field's only less than 3/10 off each other.
Yeah. It's really, really good here at USA. Obviously, the heat race all spread out. You had chaos all over the place. A lot of new drivers, a lot of rookies in the Cup Series. Trying to figure out. Oh, my. Oh, okay. Trying to figure it out in the back. Here, not so much. You got a bunch of seasoned veterans, bunch of winners, bunch of playoff drivers, which is now, of course, the chase. And there's the 81 at Hill Twitch. Seven minutes to go in the warm-up session from USA Speedway. Here in this Clash main event. I mean, obviously we sent like 15, 14, yeah, we sent 14 drivers home that didn't advance. That was how many drivers, of course, in the heat race trying to advance. Sent 14 of them home. So, I mean, it's definitely tough when you, obviously, you race in the heat race, you come so close maybe you don't, maybe you just have a bad night, and then you just gotta watch the race from the sidelines, the main event. But it's the reality of the situation for a lot of those drivers. All those drivers that missed out. Here's Cole Clausen, of course, not full-time in the Cup Series this year, but in the 71 for another part-time start. He's loose in the bottom.
A little off topic, but we were talking about this off stream the other day. Like, we were saying how crazy the chase is going to be for the chase for 10 drivers.
I mean, I know. We've already, we've probably seen, I don't know, 27 drivers already just in the Clash. I mean the Clash isn't even for points. Like, most of them are full-time as well. Like, you're seeing, like, select drivers electing just to focus on Daytona and not show up for the Clash.
I mean, there's going to be at least 20-plus drivers that could make the chase this season.
I mean, I know we were talking the other day, me and Landon, of course. We were talking like, just look at the top 10 all around. You can see Aiden Donahue, Matthew White, Bryce Benton, Cameron Chandler, Payson Lindsay. It's already 5 right there. Only 10 make the chase. Trenton Wilkin, Sean Hilgich, both in the chase last year. Havrill also in the chase. That's 8. I mean, you talk about, yeah, obviously Jacob Quill. You talk about John Butler. Never know he made the playoffs last 2 years. Sean Rowe. I mean, that's just the base of it. We're just scratching the surface. There's Braden Hunsicker, defending series champion. Ashton Miller, Connor Asbell. I mean, it's crazy. There are going to be some good drivers left out this season from the chase.
Only 10 drivers making it this season.
It is, yeah, it's going to be really, really tough for a lot of these guys to try to make it. Oh, big hit, Andrew Stacey.
Big hit.
Here's Wilkin, kind of struggling a little bit down in 10th.
Are we going to have halfway in, like, points races?
Yeah. So that still exists. Doesn't exist for Grand National just because the races are shorter. They're so short, but it exists in the Cup Series.
halfway bonus points could lead to somebody missing the chase.
Yeah, we do, of course, have a new bonus point. It's one singular point. There's also, that's, of course, for leading the most laps in points races. That won't be in none of that, I don't think, I'm going to double check real quick. I don't think any of that's in fruition for the duels. There's no halfway break, obviously, for the duels. Actually, I do believe we do have the bonus points. Actually, no, we don't, because it's only the top 3 that get points. Sorry. Here's Matthew White, currently 2nd on the board. I mean, the top 5 are separated by less than half a tenth of each other. That is crazy. I mean, this is just a heat race. Like, there's so many guys that could contend this season. It's just scratching the surface of guys that were already locked in last year in the top 3 in the heat race. Or I should say, oh, this is the Clash. My goodness.
Yeah, like we were saying, it's going to be hard for people like me, Payson, Andrew Stacey, maybe even Wilkin and like Cole Clausen, John. And you're going to have to be consistent and hope the more talented, faster guys just mess up.
I mean, like, to even be close to the top 5, you're going to have to win races, obviously. Like, Donahue, White, Chandler, Benson, Hunsicker, like, those are, yeah. Like, they're all going to be winning this season.
I hope
have
we
to
get like
imagine.
some fuel strategy races.
I mean, we could see one of those at Pocono. That's always known for fuel strategy.
I just wish it happened like a little more.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most favored thing, but I don't know.
I mean, it happened a lot like for the stage breaks last year.
That was earlier in the year because there were some like issues with the fuel management and whatever. But obviously, a brand new car, it's gonna be different. Wilson goes top of the board. Wow. Haven't even mentioned him tonight. He could be really good. Same thing with Jacob Malone, 2 part-time drivers. Obviously, were already locked in.
So 2 minutes. Who is your pick for the pole?
God, I don't even know. This is so hard. I mean, I don't know. I think most consistently Aiden Donahue, so I kind of got to go him.
I mean, Cole Wilson just went to the top of the board.
I know. I mean, it is. This is crazy. It's going to be so intense
don't
to
know.
try to win the pole. This win is going to be highly contested. Only going to be under about 15 or so cars in this race, obviously, because it's a clash, and we didn't expect more than that because there's only a certain amount of drivers that are going to be eligible to race. Obviously, you saw almost 20 cars trying to make it into the clash for the heat race. So, yeah. I mean, this is just the Clash week. At USA Speedway, like, you think about the Clash last season, there was, I don't even know, there were like no one. No one did that really. So
And All-Star.
yeah, All-Star even as well. Heading to Daytona, I mean, I'm going to say between the Cup and Grand National Series, we have over 70 full-time drivers. 70 different full-time drivers, so, man. "70 guys going for 2 titles. That's not a lot to go around."
Yeah.
All right, final seconds in this warm-up session for the Clash. Heat race was fun. We're ready for this 100-lap main event with qualifying coming up. Clausen all the way down to 13th, but still only 2/10 off the pace. Just it's so close, and there's so many good drivers here. Usually that would be oh my God.
Matthew White's upside down. He's dead.
No offense to Cole Clausen, but usually that would be masked by some other drivers that, of course, were not locked in. I don't want to call them field fillers because they're not. They can do anything. They can still win these races, but drivers you don't usually see at the front of the field. This is top runners.
Yeah.
These are all the top runners.
Besides Cole Wilson.
I mean, he won the Daytona 500 last year, so.
I mean, anybody can win Daytona.
Yeah, I know. But he was fastest in practice.
You're not supposed to like Cole.
Why? I know him in real life.
I don't know. Just because.
All right, here we go. Qualifying, 2 laps to do it. Sun is setting at USA. Track conditions are changing. And here comes the all-time wins leader in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series and poles leader Matthew White in the 7. Obviously, this won't count for a win or a pole if he gets it tonight. I mean, you were thinking about, you always talk about Matthew in his warm-up session. Just so many good drivers. I don't think I even mentioned him. Man, this is wild. Here comes Cameron Chandler down the front straightaway down into 1 and 2. Chandler top of the board, White all the way down 4/10. I believe that was just probably a throwaway lap for him.
Yeah, he
Donahue.
was up the track at 3 and 4.
Here's Matthew White back into 3 and 4 on his 2nd lap. Putting the throttle. Oh, he's gonna blink. Puts the throttle to it across the line. Goes to 7 of White. He improves, but it's still behind Cameron Chandler.
Way a little bit off the line right there.
Yeah, Sean Hilgwich, not a good lap 1. We'll see probably lap 2 improvements. Havrilla goes 3rd.
That car is not one to go off. It's kind of pushing center off.
I was talking to Sean. He really wasn't too happy with his race car pre-race. And he goes to 3rd. Oh, actually, good lap. Wow, that was a really good lap. Here comes your driver fastest in practice, Cole Wilson. Of course, locked in with his win in the Daytona 500 last season. Looking to defend his 500 win coming up next week.
See everybody running monster schemes these days.
Yeah, a lot of them do. I mean, obviously Chandler
Yeah.
Wilson Racing does that a lot, and then Matthew White for whatever reason. Jacob Malone
We
goes
got
fifth.
one. We got one cooked up for Daytona.
I've seen it. Here comes Aiden Donahue. Still a lot of drivers left to go. Tobin goes fourth. I mean, even think about Tobin. He has looked really, really impressive so far this week. Malone, top of the board. Wow. Roll out by Jacob Malone. He's currently on provisional pole. And here comes Aiden Donahue down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4, Cole Wilson is second. Donahue up the racetrack, probably just saving it for the final lap.
Everybody's going faster on lap 2, basically.
That's what it seems like for the most part. Donahue goes in last for that first lap, but that was probably just a throwaway. Down the back stretch he goes. Pushing that thing to its limits. Such a... Oh my god, there we go.
Oh, come on now.
It's such a good driver all around. And he comes powering across the line. Aiden Donahue, first full-time season back after a year away. He's top of the board. What a lap by the 82. He takes pull away. He takes pull away from Malone, and now Benson, like Landon said, on the racetrack. He's usually one of the last to go. And he is tonight.
I feel like sometimes that's a strat of going out late, but also it's not. It just depends where you're at.
I mean, we saw Dylan Banks do all that last season also. He was really successful with that. Bryce was also up the racetrack a little bit from the 9. I don't think this is going to be a good lap at all for Bryce. That looks pretty poor. Maybe good. Where is he? 7th. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been better, though. Definitely could have been better. Here's Payson Lindsay. Through 3 and 4 on the 99. Probably our last car to go. Oh, he slides coming across the line. Payson is... Everyone to update. Actually advised. He's 7th. He beats his teammate Benson. So that's his lap over. Trenton Wilkins still on the racetrack. I believe he's done, though, all the way back in P10. Not the best lap for Trenton. All right. And that will mean what a return for Aiden Donahue. It was by barely anything. The top 7 are separated by less than 1/10 of a second at a short track here. And Aiden Donahue, by milliseconds, wins the pole over Jacob Malone. And that'll do it in qualifying here at USA. The clash is coming up. 100 laps. The 13th best drivers you've seen the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. And they're all going to go together for a 100-lap expedition race tonight. From USA Speedway in Lakeland, Florida, we welcome you live to the season number 5 clash from USA. We are ready and prepped for this one. The heat race is wild. Of course, the top 2 finishers in that one, Jacob Quill and Sean Rowe, both got disqualified and will not be in this main event. That now pushes up, of course, Davian Tobin has been so impressive this week. He starts 9th, and Andrew Stacy starting down in 11th. So let's go through the top 10. Why don't you do that for us, Landon Johnson?
Oh, man, that's a lot of pressure. Pole, it's Aiden Donahue in the 82. Then my boy, Jacob Malone, and that I don't even know what number he is. 6?
Yes.
See, this is why we have a C in math class. Starting 3rd, it's Cole J. Wilson in the 22. And then his best buddy, it's Cameron Chandler. Then it's our Season 1 champion of Matthew White in the 7 car. Next to him, it's Sean Hilkledge, my teammate. Then we got Payson, destroy the field, Lindsay in the 99. Starting P8, it's Bryce Benton, the 9 car. Then we got the only rookie in the field, it's David. Davey, I don't know how to say that, bro.
David, I think.
Davian.
Whatever.
Davian.
Something.
Tobin, our rookie. And then we got Trent Wilkin and the 12 car starting P10. Andrew Stacy's going to start P11 in the 96. Hunter Avarilla, playoff driver from last season, starting P12. And the season 2 champ. He has as many wins as me. It's Cole Wilson, or Cole Clausen.
Braden Hunsaker doesn't show up tonight. That's really a shocker. Your defending Cup Series champion will not be in the clash. Obviously had some last minute thing going on then. So,
Too busy with his FedEx trophy, bro.
of course, top 5 all are winners of the Cup Series. The only rookie in the field, like Landon said, Davian Tobin has become the one to go to the green flag. Tobin was now the highest, or second highest qualifying driver that made it in through the heat race. All right, these are the 13th best drivers in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. They all earned a spot in this race, and they are ready to go for a star-studded showdown. 100 laps, 75 miles, no halfway break. Here we go for the clash in season number 5. Under the lights from USA Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. All these fans also looking forward to going to Daytona, most likely. A lot of them will be there. But we got a treat for them tonight. 100 laps before Daytona Speed Weeks from USA. The pace car is in. Aiden Donahue in his return to the Cup Series full-time leads the field to the green flag. We're underway in the Season 5 clash. What a start.
Big one.
Oh!
And the glitches around.
He takes out Bryce Benson with him, and the caution, I believe, is out already. Benson involved. And Sean Hilquich, 2 playoff drivers from last season. And that is shocking. I was going to think we would see mostly green tonight. Wow. They didn't even make it as far as the heat race. Let's take a look. Oh, Hilquich up the row. He gets loose all by himself, and then Lindsay comes down, I believe, on Trenton Wilkin, Hilquich's teammate, and into the wall goes the 9. He's trying along with Benson. I don't know, yeah, Hilquich just drives it way too deep into the corner, and then he gets loose. I believe Wilkin, he just came down on Wilkin a little bit. They were so close and all tight together. Malone actually took the lead.
Yeah, I was listening to the radio. I think Donahue kind of messed up his third gear to fourth gear shift. That's why Malone got such a good start.
Yeah, I don't know, just barely making contact, Wilkin and Benson. And Benson is not happy with a couple of drivers that were involved in that crash, and Matthew White just fired back at him. So some beef already.
The season hasn't even officially started, and we already got beat.
I mean, this has been brewing since the beginning of this week, and the iCar Pro Series race, the late model series race we had earlier this week. It's been brewing between those two.
I feel like that's what FedEx needs, though. We need some rivals.
Yes. Of course, it all will be talked about during the Saturday Sports Shift. Of course, the official NASCAR iRacing FedEx League podcast every Saturday. I have another episode number 3 of the podcast on this Saturday, talking about the Clash, all those good events we've had this week, and then of course previewing preseason thunder. Nice try. Previewing Speed Weeks, Daytona Speed Weeks, next week. It'll be, of course, Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The episode drops. You can watch it on YouTube, listen to it anywhere, and of course, it's great as we come to the choose this time by. Only 4 laps into the clash. Jacob Malone.
Malone's going to pick the outside.
Wow. That's shocking.
But
Chandler goes low.
Donahue he said he struggled to get from 3rd to 4th, but he could have also spun his tires on the inside.
And Hilquich is going to fall all the way back into 13th place. Good start for Cole Clausen. Made up 4 spots in turn 1. All right, try this again. The 13th best drivers. Yeah, unfortunately, the 13th best drivers in the league didn't make it as far as the heat race drivers, so I don't know. Anyways, pace car is in. Malone on the outside here. We're back to green. Malone gets a good jump on Aiden Donahue. You got Cole Wilson now side by side with the 82. Again, a bad start on the inside for Donahue. And Cole Wilson around the outside. Look at him go for 2nd place.
That 82 is struggling to get going on right now.
For sure. I don't know what's going on. He might lose second here. Sean is still put his nose to the inside of Cole Wilson as they battle for P2. On the bottom, Cameron Chandler back there runs in fourth. Payson Lindsay and Matthew White going side by side for P5. Donahue back to the inside though on Wilson, trying to retake the position away.
You don't want to stay on that outside too long. You're working right around.
Yeah, but Donahue clears back into second place. The racetrack again goes Bryce Benton trying to pass Cole Clausen in the battle for ninth place. Here's Cameron Chandler in line at the bottom, behind his driver, Cole Wilson. First part-time for CWR, and if you got a battle once, oh, what a moment for Aiden Donahue. My God, sideways. How about Payson Lindsay? Of course, first driver from the advancing drivers in the heat race, running in P5. Matthew White all the way back in P6 battle here. How about Connor Havrilla and his teammate Andrew Stacy? Havrilla having a good run in now 8th. Stacy getting, oh my goodness. Oh, another wrecking. Around goes Clausen, and he gets hit by Wilkin. The caution's out second time. Navi and Tobin involved as well. Let's take a look. So they were side by side, and then Havrilla just gets a bump, and then he checks up, and then the rest is history. Oh.
And then an arc break moment by Wilkin.
All right, let's look from the blimp. Yeah, just misjudged it a little bit too much. Then checks up in front of Tobin in the 65. Bryce Benton avoids, and then big hit though for Trenton Wilkin. That could be race-ending damage. I think it is. Wow. Fortunate for the driver of the 12. Bryce Benton hasn't had a good night, and he's back on pit road. All right, Jake.
I meant to ask you, I can't check. How many sets of tires and how long can we go on fuel?
3, and they're good on fuel to the end, basically. It was over 100 laps.
Two cautions already in the first 11 laps.
I know, like, I didn't expect this. Like, I honestly had a prediction.
I thought max we would have 2 cautions.
Yeah, me too. I honestly thought we would almost maybe have 1 caution, go green most of the way tonight. Clearly not.
But it's been in mid-pack to the back of the pack like the heat race.
Yeah, but this time it's obviously a little bit more seasoned drivers. So it's, I don't know. And Donahue, I mean, he's lucky to even be in second place right now. He's had a bunch of slides and a bunch of moments in that 82 car. All right.
Went to the choose.
Well, and again, chooses outside to work to real. No, and now, look at this.
Donahue goes
Wow.
to the outside. Teammate's going to go to the inside.
Only car out of the race. Only car out of the race is Trenton Wilkin. Too much damage to continue. So we'll see him coming up in Daytona.
We need to keep an eye on Donahue to see if he can get going on the outside.
But watch Cole Wilson on the bottom. He could be good. In that 22. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, here we go. Ready to restart on lap 14 for the clash at USA Speedway. Drivers in the back haven't been too nice to each other. We'll see what happens this time for the restart. Back to green. Another great start on the outside for Jacob Malone. He clears the top 2. Wilson now door-to-door with Aiden Donahue back at a 1 and 2, and he might clear the 82. Donahue, though, keeping his momentum in the outside lane, side by side down the backstretch. Or second. Cameron Chandler trying to squeeze his nose down into there. Payson Lindsay has got Matthew White to his inside. And Wilson going to clear Donahue. And here comes Chandler for third. Cameron Chandler on the bottom of the racetrack. How about the top 2? Obviously both Cup Series winners and really good Cup Series veterans, but Both are now full-time in the Grand National Series. Malone and Wilson. Chandler on the inside, working there on Aiden Donahue. Battle again between Matthew White and Payson Lindsay for what is 5th place. Matthew White trying to check up at the bottom. He's going to have Havarilla. Oh, contact between the 3rd and 4th place cars. It's Chandler and Donahue back into 3 and 4. They go at it side by side down the front stretch. Or 3rd. They are still, though, door to door, heading down the back straightaway again. Chandler gonna strive it in deep on the pole sitter. Donahue and take 3rd away. And Donahue all the way back to 4th. And Matthew White trying to clear Payson Lindsay. He will for 5th. Back into 1 and 2. Up the racetrack, there's Andrew Stacy, Davy, and Tobin in the 65 back there. Oh, Benton roughs up Connor Havarilla. I don't know how much Connor's going to appreciate that. He doesn't do anything in return to Benton yet. Here's Tobin looking on Andrew Stacy. He's to his bumper. Obviously, Tobin just wants to finish out this night cleanly. It's been a very successful week for him, being approved for the Cup Series most likely after this. Shown that he belongs for sure up front in the iCar races and even in the heat race. Currently runs 8th, but obviously you got all the champions and veterans up front. Besides Braden Hunsaker.
Kind of surprised that Matthew and Aiden are running 4th and 5th. I thought those two kind of dominated.
I know, Matthew White, even especially the 7 car, I thought he'd be really, really good tonight. Won the late model race, the super late model race, in a photo finish with Bryce Benton last night in the 9 car.
We're saying that now, but there's still 80 to go.
Yeah, I mean, this race is nowhere near over, obviously. A lot longer over, double the distance of the heat race. Oh, Wilson trying to put some pressure on your leader, Jacob Malone. Of course, Jacob Malone was signed part-time to Trendle Racing after winning in Michigan last season. Of course, he's full-time in Grand National. And he currently leads here at USA. And back here, there is the 65 at Tobin. Oh, he's getting loose. He's got Bryce Benton to his bumper as they battle for 8th. That's not a good start to the race at all for the 9. Oh, he's going to move up the 65. He'll move the 65 up the racetrack big time, and he comes down to the path of Havarilla. Landon, I just got an update from William Reagan. Unfortunately, he had busy Christmas plans for whatever reason going on, so he'll be in Daytona, though, so don't worry.
That is good, Tim Ford.
In the wall a little bit, Andrew Stacy, still having a good run in P7. 25 laps in to USA. Now, here is Cameron Chandler starting to maybe feel a little bit of pressure from Aiden Donahue.
I mean, tonight, teammates really don't matter. You're just going out there to brag. It's all about bragging rights tonight.
Yeah, of course, no points awarded. Points, though, will be awarded in 6 days' time for the duels. Of course, it's going to be...
You're going to want them.
Yeah, but it's going to be really fun to see who's going to be in what duel. That could get interesting. Maybe some rivals, you never know. We'll have our ways of splitting up the drivers. And we're going to make sure we don't make it unfair where we have 4 teammates in one race or something like that.
Like a Hendrick versus like the field heat race.
Yeah, we're not going to do something like that. It's not going to be completely randomized because that could go wrong. I think I might hand select them, to be honest. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
I don't know if you can do that.
Why? I have all the power. I have power to do that. I can do that if I want. I obviously don't have all the power in the world, but I can do that if I want.
Donahue's starting to gain on Cameron a little bit.
Yes, he is for his 3rd place.
Matthew just kind of creeping up too.
There's Bryce Benton still not having the day he wanted back in 8th place in that 9 car. But it's so good to see these Cup Series stars back on track, even if this is a small sample size of the racing and the drivers, even though, of course, these are the best, probably 13 drivers in the league. They all earned a spot into this race tonight.
Well, Cole Clausen's in here.
He's a champion in the Cup Series. What?
I'm giving him credit.
Wow, Cole Clausen, disrespect isn't needed.
We all love Cole Clausen.
Yes, we do.
Besides Braden Donahue, or not Donahue, Hunsicker.
I mean, he got his redemption eventually. Braden taking the night off, obviously. Here we go. Bryce Benton and Andrew Stacy battling for 7th. Oh! My goodness! Benton almost gave him the bumper there. You gotta be careful with these cars giving the bumper. Obviously, a lot less forgiving than the next gen. As they head back down the front stretch. Obviously,
Yeah,
like I mentioned, no halfway break.
Next gen, you can go in there and just like knock the fire out of their car and barely do anything. These, you just barely challenge them going around.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with that. Especially at the higher speed racetracks. Obviously, the cars are a different shape, I guess, at the super speedway, so pushing will be a lot different there. Donahue, it's been an interesting story tonight. He started, obviously, on pole, fell back to 4th, and this is where he runs right now, and is now being caught by Matthew White.
I mean, they're catching both Wilson and Cameron, though.
But Malone still holds an 8/10 second lead.
That gap's been gaining slowly.
Again, battle is on for 7th place between Andrew Stacy and Bryce Benton. Benton really got to be frustrated now. Stuck in 8th. Stacy is kind of wobbling all over the racetrack. He seems pretty unsteady in that 96 car, and Bryce is right to his bumper. Oh, he's going around into the wall, Andrew Stacy.
And the caution is out.
Yellow out, lap 37. Let's take a look. What happened to the driver of the 96?
Like I was saying, he barely touched him and sent him around.
I don't know, though. We're going to really quick look from the blimp, because we probably will have pit stops. I mean, Andrew, what was he? Yeah, he was loose. No, he didn't touch him at all.
Could have been that good.
I think he just got loose, to be honest.
Hey, buddy. I'll take Jacob Malone back from you.
Nice try.
I mean, that was my OG driver. Pit stops are underway.
Here we go, lap 38. Driver's coming down pit road.
Everybody's definitely going to get 4 tires. I feel like some of these guys might tighten up their car a little bit if they have the time.
Here come all your leaders, everyone on pit road in this race. Andrew Donahue, that #1 pit stall, was an advantage all throughout the week. We'll see what happens this time. 4 fresh Goodyear tires probably for most of the field. Maybe with the 2 tires there. That's a call from Payson Lindsay.
That's Payson Lindsay.
2 tires. Off pit road first, a good stop by Cole Wilson. He beats Malone. Chandler beats Donahue. There's Benton. He actually really has a good stop. Where's Matthew White? Matthew White. Am I blind? Where is he?
Or maybe get on iRacing and find him, bro. Holy voice crack.
Wow.
I do not see Matthew.
Where did Matthew White go? I'm confused.
Did he blink out?
Hey, didn't say anything. I don't have any messages that anything happens.
Yeah, it's not saying anything.
Nah, nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
He dropped me on the leaderboard.
He that's usually a sign of them blinking out. That's unfortunate. He was having blinking issues a lot throughout this week. That's not what Matthew White wants to see at all.
Yep, he is dropped.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Yep. Connection issue for Matthew White.
Mason gonna pick the bottom
Wow.
on 2 tires. Jacob going to the bottom. First time he's been on the bottom tonight.
Biggest story out of this caution now, Matthew White, is he done with the connection issues? That's something you do not want to see. Obviously, it's a good time to get that ironed out in the Clash, but still.
I mean, he's already 2 laps down.
His race is probably over for the most part. Ilkwich is a lap down. He didn't get off pit road in time. That leaves 10 drivers in the lead lap here. Going to restart lap 42. Payson Lindsay takes 2 tires. Real quick once again. Yeah, Matthew White's still not in the session because of the connection issue. And we're back to green again. Oh, Wilson slides.
Big time lose.
Side by side, back for second. Malone. Oh, Wilson up the racetrack big time. Losing multiple spots. Saves the car again.
Back to 5th.
And he's got Cameron Chandler who's inside. Back into 3 and 4. Donahue, good restart. He passed Cameron.
I'm surprised Payson fired off that good on 2 tires.
And he continues to lead this race, heading back to 1 and 2. Here comes Malone on to the bumper of the 90. Oh my God, almost gives him a little bit of a shot. Back into 3 and 4. Oh, Payson Lindsay getting loose, and he's got Malone for the lead. Older tires, 2 tires for Payson Lindsay. Jaden Donahue trying to follow back in line there as well. He's on the bumper of the 6th. The 99 still up the racetrack. Side by side, back through 3 and 4. Lindsay doing a really good job on the outside, keeping it steady here. As they head towards 1 and 2 again, Aiden Donahue being patient back there in 3rd place. Malone going to get a good drive off corner exit as they head down the back stretch. He clears Payson Lindsay. Oh, but he actually backs up for a second. Lindsay coming back outside, trying to at least. Lindsay gonna, oh my goodness, slide off corner exit. Now Aiden Donahue is inside. For second.
Who's joined the picture? Bryce Benton, 6th. Adam Goldberg, 5th.
Here's Cameron Chandler to the inside of the 99. Side by side, down the back stretch again. Chandler just trying to get around his teammate on 2 tires. Lindsay, ball worked for a minute, but he's starting to fall back through the field, almost in the wall a little bit. Here's another teammate for him, Bryce Benson. Only TCMC full-time car that, oh my God! 3 wide now for a second. Now look at Bryce Benson on the bottom. He might go there. Oh my God, tries to do it for a second. Maybe thinks better of it. Anyways, like I was saying, the only TCMC driver not in the Clash is Maddox Beard, of course, does not advance to the heat race. Benton back on the bottom of Lindsay, his teammate. Battle what is for now 5th place. Benton trying to get back up here. Up front, it's still Jacob Malone coming on halfway in the Clash from USA Speedway. 5/10 over Aiden Donahue. 3rd place is Cameron Chandler. Go back to 4th, that's Paul Wilson. 5th, the 9 of Bryce Benson. Oh, what a big slide for the 65 of Tobin to get around the 71 of Clausen. And he moves up in this 8th. Real quick, been an interesting night for ETR. Of course, they won the heat race with Sean Rowe, but then he was disqualified. Then, of course, advanced to the main event. Then they got another one of their drivers in because of the disqualification with Tobin. But Tobin runs 8th. He's the highest currently running, and then you got Hilkwich a lap down and Wilkin out of the race. So yeah, I don't know what to say about the day for Ethan Trendler Racing so far.
We got Jacob leading.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He's part-time for us.
I mean, I'll claim him.
No. I'll take him. ETR.
Poor guy. He's led 90% of the race.
I know.
Every time he does that, something happens in the last 10 laps.
Yeah, we'll see. Donahue trying to run him down, though. Malone putting up a really impressive fight. We know he's good, obviously. He's a Cup winner. He's a Grand National winner, full-time in Grand National this season. I mean, there's like those few drivers in Grand National that could definitely be contenders in Cup, like Paul Wilson, Jacob Malone, Alexander Ortega, Richard Cheery. Just name those few. But ultimately, they decide to stay Grand National. Scoping with the bumper of Connor Havrilla. Battle for 7th. Obviously, you see a couple of these guys, like Connor Havrilla, I saw it with Giesbrecht in the heat race. They don't exactly have a paint scheme yet. Obviously, it's still early in the season. First year with the Gen 4 makes sense, I guess, somewhat. And Tobin,
Underfunded team, you know, they don't got the money.
I mean, Giesbrecht is. I don't know about Clear High, though. It was such an unfortunate heat race for Giesbrecht Racing Management. Not to talk bad about them or anything, but they occupied the final 3 spots in the running order, and every one of their cars DNF'd.
So the people kept breaking me.
Yeah. Malone trying to pull away again. There's Cameron Chandler running at 8th. Of course, unfortunate Matthew White, that big connection issue, which goes down as a mechanical failure. He's going to DNF tonight. Not the way Matthew wanted to start off this season.
Really not gaining.
Yeah, not really at all. Malone is really good. Malone is running faster than Aiden for a little bit there. Aiden trying to re-get his car into position. Got Cameron Chandler running in 3rd. Ho Wilson 4th, 5th place, Bryce Benson. Andrew Stacy on pit road in the 96. Not exactly sure what's going on here. He goes 2 laps down, though. Coming up 40 laps to go in the clash. Malone is running an interesting line. He goes all the way down to the, like, I would even think that would be get too loose for Jacob Malone. He goes, watch this. He goes really, really low, touches the yellow line almost. Actually does touch it a lot. Cameron's doing a very similar thing, but he's all the way down on the line for the entire time. Jacob isn't. We got a battle here between Tobin. Tobin's really impressive this week. I'm very, very impressed by him. He's now battling with Payson Lindsay for 6th place. Lindsay, a big moment. Up the racetrack he goes. He's got Tobin there to his inside. Side by side, they go down the backstretch here at USA Speedway. Tobin now going to drive it trying to drive it deep into the corner, but Lindsay going to wash up the racetrack. Here comes the 65 on the bottom. Oh, Connor Havrilla had a big moment. He saves the race car in front of Cole Clausen. And here he is, Tobin to the inside of Lindsay for 6th. Side by side, down the front straightaway, and back into 1 and 2. Even with each other, door to door, back through turns 3 and 4 here at USA. Leaning on each other ever so slightly. Tobin trying to guess it up. They are still side by side, back into 1 and 2 as this battle for 6th place continues to rage on. Real quick course checking on up front. Jacob Malone has now extended the lead 9/10 of a second over Aiden Donahue. He has been really impressive tonight. Oh, Tobin running Lindsay way up the racetrack. Back to 3 and 4. Good battle between these two.
That's one guy I would not do that to.
Yeah, I know. Pace and Lindsay probably, I don't know if I would call him the most aggressive. I might, though. I don't know. One of the most aggressive in the league, obviously. And he's getting almost cleared by Davy and Tobin, and now he is clear. Tobin in the 6th place. Around Pace and Lindsay he goes. A second lead now, almost, for Jacob Malone in the 6th. Really good day so far for him. So far, no answers for Aiden Donahue. Started on pole, fell all the way back to 4th early in the race. Got that caution, is up to 2nd. Lindsay's back to the bumper. Oh my God, what is Pace and Lindsay doing? My goodness. I mean, he's got to be careful. He's been suspended about 75 times in FedEx before, so I'm not really sure what he's doing.
I mean, well, I guess he watched him up the track. He was faster.
Yeah, Tobin was definitely faster. I don't know.
Uh-oh,
Back to the
here
inside.
we go. To the inside.
Side by side down the backstretch they go. "30 laps to go in the heat race. Okay, in the clash." And Tobin gets back around Payson Lindsay. I mean, hopefully Payson thinks better of putting the bumper to him and almost turning him again. They head back into 3 and 4. Trying to wrap around the outside lane.
I wonder what the racing would be like if we had like 25 cars out.
It would be definitely a lot different. There would definitely be lap traffic. I mean, that's what these expedition races, like the heat, like the clash race, that's what's different about these at these short tracks, because usually you would have lap traffic. You don't tonight.
Yeah.
Because everyone's so close,
Go
obviously.
on what you were saying. You forgot, didn't you?
Here's Cameron Chandler, currently running in 3rd place. Trying to run down 2nd place Aiden Donahue. I'm just really impressed by Jacob Malone. What a race he's having. This guy could be a serious contender for the Grand National Championship this year, along with Ortega. And even, of course, your defending series champion, Cole Wilson. Grand National guys are showing up tonight with Cole Wilson and Jacob Malone. Still, though, Malone pulling away from Aiden Donahue. And we come back to 25 laps to go. I think this is a good time to go to a clash. Crank it up from USA Speedway. 16 laps to go in the clash, and Cameron Chandler has caught the back bumper of Aiden Donahue. Donahue's starting to slide around even more, and Cameron is there for second place. Battle's on. Can Cameron even maybe get around Donahue quickly and maybe even have a chance on your leader, Jacob Malone, who has dominated most of this race tonight. He's on the bumper of the 82. Once again, they head down the back straightaway. When will Cameron make his move? Got to do it soon. He wants a chance at this win. He is one of the fastest cars on the track. He's all over the back bumper of the 82 machine. He's got to get around him as soon as possible. Will he use that bumper? Back down into 1 and 2. Stays on it for now.
I feel like if there's 10 to go and he's still not buying, he's going to have to use the bumper.
There he goes. To the inside, Cameron Chandler for second place on Aiden Donahue. Trying to just keep it to his quarter panel. That would slide around down the front stretch again at USA, 13 laps to go. P2. Oh my goodness, they lean on each other, and Cameron has to back out of it. He knows he's got to go soon. He sees Malone just continuing just to slip away in the distance. And he's back to the inside.
Malone's put almost.
Oh! They almost turned each other, and then they might turn each other. My goodness. What a race.
See that left front glowing on camera.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about these short tracks at night. The brake rotors just glowing on these race cars. Cameron Chandler to the inside of Aiden Donahue. These two Grand National Series former champions battling side by side. Chandler on the apron down to the inside through 3 and 4. He's almost clear, but has lost about, what, 7-8 tenths. Jacob Malone, and he's clear. Into second place goes Cameron Chandler.
I said he needs to get to second about lap 10. He's about 9.5 laps.
Yeah.
2 seconds back.
Can he do it? It's going to be a tall task for him. 9 to go now for Jacob Malone. Cameron Chandler, one of the fastest cars on track. Malone obviously never known for the good long run pace, but really showing that tonight. I've been impressed. I mean, definitely my driver of the day, even not just because he's winning the race. I've just been so impressed. I didn't expect this out of Jacob Malone. I mean, I know he's a really good driver and all, but man.
Cameron is eating into this gap. It's down to 1.4.
Lap traffic could be in fruition here in a minute. Finally. Sean Hilquich, there is Cole Clausen, Haverhill. I don't know if he's going to catch them, though. 7 to go. 1.3 seconds the gap between Chandler and Malone. He'll try.
He's to get about 2 tenths a lap.
He'll try. I don't know if it's going to be possible. And then, obviously, catching him is one thing. Passing him is another. Haven't seen a caution in a little bit. You never know what could happen with that. Look at this race. How about McClawson and Haverhill? They could get together. You never know. They're frustrated. They're running not towards the back or anything, but they're not running the best. Down in 8th and 9th. They could be frustrated with each other. They've been with each other for a while now. They could maybe even get into each other on accident and cause a caution. That's right ahead of your leader, Jacob Malone. 5 laps to go now. 1.1 seconds the gap. He's closing, but not enough.
I'm sure if Jacob catches these lap cars, he's going to be on the radio. Telling him to get out of the way.
That is his teammate, Sean Hilquich. Here's Clausen on the bumper of Haverilla. This could get interesting. I don't know. You know, you would hope they don't cause a caution to mess up this race, but you never know what could happen.
Down to a second for Cameron.
He's coming, but maybe too little, too late. 3 to go. This battle continues to rage on between Cole Clausen and Connor Haverilla. Coming at 2 laps to go for Jacob Malone. 8/10 of a second the gap. Cameron is coming, but he's not going to have enough time unless something drastic happens. Malone almost in the apron a little bit. He sees that 8 car in his mirror. Oh my god, and there it is! Around goes the 71 of Clausen, and the caution is out! Oh my goodness! That changes everything! What did I say? What happened? I don't know how. We'll see here.
There's no way, bro.
Clausen on the bottom, just all by himself. Wow. Loses control of his race car. Don't see that out of Cole Clausen too often. And that, wow.
Half a lap away, bro.
I know, a lap and a half to go down the back straightaway. And here we go. Will we see cars in pit road? What kind of strategy are we about to see? 2
I can
tires
see a lot of,
staying
I
out?
can see 2 tires.
Here we go. It's going to be overtime.
I
And
would
this-
do 2 tires.
After a
if
very
I was
long
Jacob.
After a very long green flag run, this race has just been flipped on his head. Here we go. Pit stops.
I want to be the first one out. I'm taking 2 tires.
I mean, obviously 2 tires a lot less effective than in the next gen. And Cameron takes 2. Here we go. Race off pit road, I believe. I don't know. Malone got it. Barely over Cameron. Chandler second, third Donahue, fourth the 9 of Bryce Benson. Cole Wilson loses a bunch of spots up pit road. What a battle off pit road. Oh, Cameron Chandler speeding. Oh, that is detrimental to the 8. He'll go to the rear. And that is race win chances over for Cameron Chandler. So unfortunate.
You never know. It's FedEx. We could have like 20 overtime.
Well, we only have 3 technically. I mean, what a long green flag run we had, and then everything just changes like that in an instant.
Could you imagine if Jacob Malone does not win this race now, after dominating the whole race?
That would be unbelievable. And Donahue, your pole sitter, got a chance back here in second. Life has been breathed into the 82.
Bryce been involved in like 2 or 3 crashes.
I know. I mean, he's back up here. It was obviously early race crashes. He was running 5th or 6th at the time of the caution. Yeah, look at Tobin. Having such a good week all around. Here we go, coming to the choose. To finish off this clash. And he will take the risk. Yeah, he'll choose outside.
Donahue had to go. It's like Aiden had to go to the bottom just to have a chance.
I mean, yeah, you gotta. I mean, your biggest chance, unless you move them, is going to be down into 1 on the opening lap of the restart. Cameron Chandler going to restart here. What, 7th, 8th? I think. Has to go to the rear. Give him a penalty. That's a killer.
Watch out for the 65. He's lined up 3rd. If the 82 washes at the track, he can turn down and get under.
Tobin back there in the 65 Lycra. Landon said, all right, here we go. 2 laps to go at USA Speedway to finish this out for the clash. We are back to green. What a great restart by the 6. He gets away from Donahue. They're sliding, almost wrecking, and they are wrecking. Around goes Bryce Benton. Up in front of the field, he takes out his teammate. Are we under caution? Yes, we are. Yellow is out. Overtime number 2 is coming.
What is up with teammates sticking each other up?
I'm not really sure. Let's take a look. It was Cole Wilson who got... Let's see here. So Cole Wilson on his bumper. Bryce spins the tires, gets a little loose. So does Tobin, but Wilson all over his back bumper. Oh, just turns him, yeah. And around goes Bryce up into Pace and Lindsay. Nowhere for the 99 to go. We're going to ride along with Cole Wilson through this accident to see what happens. And Bryce Benton is not happy with the driver of the 22. Riding with Wilson. They're all just spinning the tires. I mean, yeah, unfortunate. And around he goes. Oh, it takes out Pace and Lindsay. That is going to be nut over for the driver of the 99. I'd have to imagine. Let's ride along with Lindsay through this accident. It's not going to be so pretty.
Oh, he there.
Ah. Unfortunate. For Pace. It's probably, I don't know if it's night over, but somehow get his bumper back. And yeah, this set up second overtime of the night, just like that. I thought we were literally half a lap away from finishing this race under a long green flag run, but Cole Clausen decided no.
In FedEx fashion, we're going to double overtime.
Of course. Just like that. When you think the race is about to end after a 60-lap green flag run, you were wrong. Completely wrong. Double overtime. Who would have thought this? Of course, before the shoes, it's a good time to remind you of NASCAR iRacing FedEx lobbies coming up tomorrow night, 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a huge night of lobbies. 4. How about this? Sonoma with the GTE cars, the sports car race. Then we go to Irwindale, the figure 8. We return to the figure 8 track with the trucks. We go to New Atlanta with these Gen 4 cars. That's going to be fun in the main event. How about Martinsville with the Gen 6? What a night we got coming up tomorrow night, live on the channel, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Lobbies, week number 37. All right, here we go. Coming to the shoes. Low, and I would assume shoes is outside. No, we're not coming to the shoes yet. Yes, we are. Oh, Donahue. Oh.
I don't. Maybe he might have not known we were choosing.
I
don't know. Nobody came over. Nobody came over the radio.
I mean, but they know. They obviously know. They've been doing this for over a full season. They know when it says 2 to go that we're about to choose. So they don't. No. So he chooses high here. I mean, that's a disadvantage in itself. That gives Cole Wilson the inside. I mean, Aiden hasn't been full time with us all last season. So.
That's what I'm saying. He could have had a brain fart.
We'll have to see what happens, though. All right, pace car back in. Here we go again from the USA Speedway. Back underway. Whoa, what a restart by Cole Wilson. My goodness, on the bottom. Oh, and they're wrecking nearly. Oh, there they go. Cameron Chandler gets turned around. We got a huge crash incoming. Well, that's overtime 3 coming up. What has been going on back here? Let's take a look at what happened this time. They just started. I don't even know. Have to look. Oh, Tobin spins the tires. Oh, the Camarillo comes down. They squeezes Cameron Chandler, and around goes Tobin. Cameron Chandler gets taken out, and then Bryce Benton also goes around back there in the 9. A big wreck. I guess you can say the big one of the 9. Let's ride along with Cameron through this accident. He's definitely not going to be so happy. It's not been very good. He thought he got that lucky break from the caution, then he sped on pit road, and then it's been all downhill after that.
Yeah, they're just all spinning the tires.
There goes Tobin. Oh, man. Very unfortunate. Well, caution is out again at USA Speedway. We'll go to our final attempt at overtime. I didn't think we were going to get here at all. I didn't think we were going to get 1 overtime in tonight, but apparently we are.
Yeah, 65 is dead sideways down the straightaway. And then they just start just bouncing off each other.
I mean, yeah, just a kind of a racing ordeal. I feel like maybe Haverhill didn't give Chandler a ton of room, but I don't know. Kind of hard to judge all that. All right, Chandler rolling off.
I really don't want to see this race under caution, bro.
Yeah, no, this has been a good one tonight, besides these last 2 restarts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we had, what, like a 55-lap green flag run? It was a long run. They were all clean out, spread out, and then Cole Clausen goes around by himself, the Season 2 Cup Series champion. And then we have a caution, and then it's caused all this chaos. We're on our final overtime attempt of 3. If you would have told me with 2 laps to go, and we're coming to 2 to go, that we're going to have 3 overtime attempts tonight, I would have thought you were lying. So funny how things can change this quickly. Here we go, coming to the shoes again. Lone. Outside. That'll give Cole Wilson the bottom. David Donahue chooses bottom as well. Look at Payson Lindsay. How is he up here? I don't really know.
I mean, like everybody but like the top 3's wrecked. Like the last 5 minutes. I mean, I could be running up there right now.
But here we go. How aggressive is Cole Wilson gonna be? on the inside of Jacob Malone.
I mean, they both got a pretty good start last time.
Let's find out. Final attempt at overtime. This is the final restart. And oh, what a great start for the 6 of Malone. They spin the tires behind him. Hopefully they don't wreck. They don't for now as they head back into 1 and 2. Lindsay getting passed by multiple cars. Donahue's on his inside as they race their way down the back straightaway. Donahue on the bottom of pacing Lindsay. Oh, we got a crash. And I don't know why iRacing throws the caution. This is the race. And Jacob Malone is going to win at USA Speedway. He'll win the clash. The race is over. Just got to bring it around here. Don't pass each other behind the pace car. This is it. And he will come to the caution and the checkered flag to win at USA.
I mean, he's the deserving driver, though, at least.
Of course, he led the most laps. Really came out here as a shocker. And Jacob Malone is going to win the season number 5 Cup Series Clash at USA Speedway. What a race. Got messy at the end, but ultimately good racing all around besides that. And your winner is Malone. Fireworks going off. He'll win the clash. For Ethan Trendle Racing, of course, full-time in Grand National, so this is a big win for him. Got locked into the clash because of his Cup Series win at Michigan last year. Probably wouldn't be here without that. And he will burn it down. We're gonna have a great.
I think this is our best start to the season, winning the clash.
I know. Of course.
You know what that means? Good
We'll
season.
see. Oh. Okay.
He's dead.
Oh my God. Wow. All right, real quick, I want to see what happened there in the final lap. I believe it was. Oh, look at the fireworks. That's nice. Going off in the background.
I think it was Connor.
Yeah, it was Havarilla. He had a kind of a tough final few laps there. So he got absolutely destroyed. Let's look here. Connor Havarilla in the 50. Look at Sean Hilkish almost died. And then you got Havarilla.
Yeah, he had a rough night too.
We gotta look at a
dumped.
better angle. I don't know if he came down though. I think he might have came down. We gotta look at a better angle here. Let's ride along with the 65 of Tobin. Yeah, let's see here. Oh yeah, he got loose and then God. Racing ordeal for the most part. He was loose. I wouldn't put the blame on either of them. All right. That'll do it. What a clash from USA Speedway. What a night. My goodness. That was a very fun night.
ETR sweeping the clash.
And of course, Malone winning the... actually, technically not. Technically, Pace and Lindsay wins.
Technically, like it's still like scribbled in there.
Technically, Pace and Lindsay did win the heat race. But yeah, he finished his 3rd tonight. That is impressive. And about the top 2, both Grand National Series drivers. All right, we got post-race interviews coming up here at USA Speedway. First of all, your winner, Jacob Malone. Jacob Malone, it was smooth sailing for a lot of this race. Of course, Cameron was trying to run you down towards the end, but then he had that late race caution that changed everything. It was all chaos after that. How did you hold on to the end to win this race?
Prayer. That's the way that won the race. Hoping that Cole, who was on 4 tires instead of 2, didn't somehow get a run, but I fired off better than him on the last restart. Kind of was able to get lucky with that yellow. I was really looking forward to seeing what the 8 car had for me. He was the only car that, beat me on the long run, I'd say. He was catching me. I wanted to see if we could have a battle on the last lap if he could. Would have been interesting for sure. But yeah, those restarts was just a lot of hoping for the best and, trying to fire off properly and not spin the tires, which was a problem. But I did it.
Of course, you guys showed so much good speed tonight. I can pull it up real quick, but you led how many laps did you lead? Somehow you led over the race distance, 110. with the overtimes. So an insanely
That's how good he
dominant night.
is.
Insanely dominant night for you guys. You also won, of course, the Miami finale for the Grand National Series, where you're full time in. I mean, all these wins, all this momentum. Is this really good momentum heading to Daytona next week for your Grand National, I guess, full time debut?
Um, yes, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be interesting. My whole goal with the Grand National Series is to learn that car. Not very confident in it yet, and the whole idea is to learn it. This is also another learning curve for me as well, learning the Gen 4 car. I don't run these. Um, so it'll be interesting.
All right, Landon, do you have any other questions?
You gonna be at Daytona, bro?
Hopefully. You don't
That's
know with
good.
me.
All
That's
right,
true.
Jake. All right, Jacob. Well, of course, big congratulations. A huge win here tonight. Domination over all these Cup Series stars as well. I mean, there were a lot of really, really good drivers you guys beat tonight, and just a huge win all around. So, congratulations on the Clash win tonight, our Season 5 Clash winner. And, of course, we will see you in Daytona for the Daytona Speed Weeks next week.
Yep, see you, man. Well, of course, I want to just say one more thing. Thank you for putting these together. It was pretty fun tonight. We got to race against a lot of competitive drivers, and we all put on a good show. So I want to thank you for that, of course.
Yeah, of course, man. And we'll see you in Daytona.
Yep, have a good one.
You too. Or trying to move Landon Johnson's. Whoopsie. Anyways, coming up next is going to be your third place finisher, somehow Payson Lindsay. Payson Lindsay, where do I even begin? I mean, I don't even know what to say about this one. Of course, you raced your way in through the heat race. Drivers being disqualified ahead of you didn't really matter because you guys were already in. But you technically do win the heat race because of that. So, of course, just a chaotic last few restarts there. You guys were wrecked. I thought you guys were done. And somehow you repair the car a little bit, take advantage of all the wrecking ahead of you, and you come home third. Take me through those last couple of restarts.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really have any speed all day. We were okay in like the middle of the run, but we didn't have any short run or long run speed, so I decided to take 2 tires with about like 60 to go because it's worked previously in this car. But yeah, in those last few restarts, I had nowhere to go on the first green white checkered. Bryce was spinning up the track and I had nowhere to go. I thought it was race over too. I thought the steering was broke, but iRacing saved us and we didn't get wheel damage from it somehow. So we came out with like 30 seconds of optional, took our last set of tires, even though we only had a lap on them, and barely squeezed through that last wreck. Kind of dumped Bryce trying to avoid it, so I apologize to him for that. But just lined up P4 in that restart. Donnie, who chose the bottom, and we got a better launch than him, and just rode it home from there.
Of course, obviously, we head to Daytona next week. You guys have a ARCA win there. You also have a Cup Series win there. I mean, multiple wins at that racetrack in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. I mean, what do you guys think you can do in Daytona next week for this officially annual Daytona Speed Weeks, I should say?
I definitely watch out for us. I don't know if we're gonna be the best in the Cup race. I'm still kind of learning this Gen 4 car. It's weird at super speedways. There's not a lot of draft, so you've kind of gotta pick and choose your runs very carefully. But Xfinity, ARCA, trucks. I don't think I'm missing any. ARCA, or I already said ARCA. IndyCar as well. I think we'll be good in all those. I definitely think we can get a win in probably the Truck Series or the Xfinity Series, but we'll definitely be in contention the rest of the week too.
All right, Payson. Well, good job. Great recovery in these final few restarts here to finish third at USA for the Clash, and we will see you, of course, next week where Daytona Speed Weeks gets underway.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Payson Lindsay. All right, coming up next, Aiden Donahue. Aiden Donahue, I don't know what to think about tonight for you guys. You finished fourth. You started on a pole, but immediately kind of lost it there, and then you never really could recover. Best you ran, of course, was second. You got passed by Cameron on the long run. Just take me through, maybe, I don't want to say the struggles of today, but just take me through some of the highs and lows.
Yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't with it, I guess. Thought I was doing everything right to save tires, but I was tight and loose on the exit of the corner at the same time. So it was definitely it was a tough race for sure. It was fun though. I mean, I genuinely had fun racing. Wish I was racing for the win, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, of course, this is just the Clash, but all the real action starts next week in Daytona. I know you've said in the past you don't like super speedways. Has any of that really changed, though? Or are you looking forward to Daytona next week?
Yes and no. Giving all things considered what Daytona is, plate race, unpredictable, wrecks everywhere. I don't like that. However, I really love that it's with this car because at least with this car, you can kind of hold on to the lead a little bit. Not easier, but longer because it takes longer to generate that run. But I mean, we'll give it all we got, like we did tonight. But yeah, hopefully I can win that one because isn't that the last one I got left until I've won all the crown jewels?
I
Been
think
trying
yeah,
so damn hard.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on then. You know, like
Let one of us little guys win, bro.
after I win that one, you can win all you want.
Oh, okay.
All right, Aiden. Well, nice job, of course, on the run tonight. Top 5 finish still here at USA for the Clash, and of course, we'll see you for the big one. The Daytona Speed Week's all starting off next week.
All right, yes sir. See ya.
That was Aiden Donahue. Coming up next, 5th place finisher Bryce Benton. Bryce Benton, I mean, you guys finished 5th, but it looked like a pretty frustrating day out there for you guys. Just take me through, I mean, some of the struggles, and ultimately, those still getting a top 5.
Yeah, I was hoping for more of this race. I think it all started at qualifying where I locked up on in a turn 3 on my second lap, which was the fast lap, and that was not good for the race because then I was all the way in the back and that was where the chaos was. So I got turned on the first lap. Either way, starting that far back really killed me still because it's so hard to pass. So I think even if I didn't get involved in that first lap wreck, it might have been all right. But after that, we got 2 cautions, got the damage repaired, which kind of saved me. But yeah, got a little bit of track position also with a good pit stop. But yeah, it's still. I mean, I don't. The pace felt good, but it wasn't the best. I think when we get to like an intermediate, I should be a lot better in the Gen 4. I think Gen 4 might be one of my best cars on the intermediates right now, but not so much of the short tracks. So I'm gonna have to work on the short tracks for sure. But yeah, I mean it's still fun. The final few restarts were kind of chaotic. A little bit frustrated that I got spun around. I probably had it under control, but with Cole on my rear bumper, it kind of just unsettled the car. And yeah, I was frustrated with him after, but I don't know. I've calmed down, but yeah. And then we were able to just somehow get away up there. It was just chaos at the end. So yeah, it's kind of a frustrating day. Hoping for more.
But still a good day overall for you guys, Bryce. So nice job on the top 5 finish. And of course, we'll see you all throughout Daytona Speed Weeks coming up next week.
Yep.
One more to go. Cameron Chandler finished 6th. Cameron Chandler, man, what this race could have been for you guys. Of course, you were battling with Aiden Donahue there late in the race on the long run. Got in the 2nd place. Was actually running down Malone. It just didn't look like you guys were going to have enough time. Of course, that caution came out. I thought you guys were in a prime position. Unfortunately, speeding on pit road, and then it was a bunch of crashes after that. A bunch of chaotic racing. Just take me through the end of this race.
Yeah, that last green flag run. That was really fun driving. Drove around Aiden and was closing in on Malone. Just needed about 5 laps or 5 extra laps than what was scheduled. And for them to be ran under green, not yellow. Yeah, we tried to get everything we could out of that pit stop. I knew if whoever got off pits first probably would have won the race. So it was either try to beat him out and win the race or finish 2nd or whatever. Yeah, I thought too if that 2nd green white checker we still had a chance, but there was some terrorism that happened on that restart. And yeah, it sucks we didn't win the race or get a decent finish or from where we were running, but that long run definitely a confidence builder.
Of course, we head to Daytona next week. You guys are so successful at Daytona. You've won there in the Cup Series, the Grand National Series, the Truck Series, the ARCA Series. You've literally won everything but the IndyCar race. I mean, what are your expectations for next week?
Sweep the weekend, honestly. We want to win one of the duels, get 10 bonus points. That'll help us out quite a bit. And obviously we want to get redemption from the 500. We lost it by a nose to the white monster car. And yeah, that black and green one, that one, it's got to get a 500 win. A lot easier with this package now. It's harder to gain runs. You have to be smart now. You can't just mindlessly fly to the front through the field. And hopefully we can win the ARCA race too.
All right, Cameron will, of course. Good job on the run tonight. Sorry it kind of ended prematurely with that speeding penalty and all the wrecks towards the end of the race. But we'll see you for Speed Weeks in Daytona next week.
Yeah, I would actually like to call out the FedEx officiating put on by Ethan Trundler. I was not speeding. Ethan Trundler directed them to give me the penalty, so I did not have a chance, and his driver could
Nice
get it done.
try.
So,
Nice try.
Cole-
I don't control that.
We caught you
Landon
going
Johnson controls that.
222 going
Cole
over.
Wilson, it's his fault, and Ethan Trundler sucks.
Wow, unbelievable. Anyways, he's down. All right, what a race. What a night. What a fun night, Landon. Ultimately, any final thoughts on this?
Oh.
Wow. I don't know why I ever ask. Anyways. Anyways, that will do it. Wow, what a night in USA. The heat race was fun. The clash was fun. Got chaotic towards the end, but Jacob Malone comes out with the victory, and we hope you enjoyed the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season number 5 Clash at USA Speedway. So it has been a fantastic week here at USA. Unfortunately, the racing action is done here at USA, but tomorrow night, it's NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies Week 37. We're going to be talking about Speed Weeks, Daytona Speed Weeks at the end of that, previewing that. So we're not going to talk about that just yet because we have a huge night of lobbies coming up tomorrow night. First, we got Sonoma, the sports car configuration with the GTE cars. That's going to be really interesting to watch. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, we go to the Irwindale Figure 8, return to that racetrack for the first time in over a year, and we are going to see the trucks go at it in a Figure 8 race. That is going to be unbelievable. Then we go to, of course, the new Super Speedway Atlanta with this Gen 4 car, so that could be really, really, really interesting to watch, and then might get a little bit chaotic at Martinsville for the main event with the Gen 6 car. It's a fun night, a huge night of lobbies coming up tomorrow night. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live for probably over 4 hours. It should be a great night all the way into the early morning hours. But that'll do it for us tonight at USA Speedway. What a clash it was on behalf of all officials, team owners, commentators, drivers, of everyone involved making this league what it is. We will see you for the next league action tomorrow night for lobbies, but the official league action, oh boy, Daytona Speed Weeks coming up next Monday, starting off with the Daytona 500 opening practice session. So that'll do it. Good night from USA Speedway in Lakeland, Florida.